And welcome to our semifinal event of our 24-hour live stream. I just realized I still have a Dungeons & Dragons background, but that's cool. I will get that fixed up here soon. And of course, Clancy. All the cameras got jumbled around, probably because my camera went out. So please, somebody take over with the intros while I fix these cameras that are all moved.
All right. I got this. Hi, everyone. I'm Tiana. I'm going to be your Creeper Keeper today for a very special one-shot episode of Roll for Weird. I'm very excited, very nervous, and delighted to be working with these fantastic people. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves or your characters or both?
Well, I suppose since I have the smallest amount of change from usual, I'll go first. I'm Silas Lancaster. I'm a man in my late 70s, and this is before I was a vampire, you see. I am merely the spooky in this instance. I have my magical powers that I have derived from various dark bargains with known occult figures, but I'm a pretty well-intentioned, nice old man, a veteran of World War One, as you all probably know. And yes, I think that'll probably do for me.
I mean, you say that you're the one who changes the lease, but I think that Laceth is actually the one who changes the lease. So why don't you go ahead?
Laceth changes not at all. That's true.
Indeed. I am Laceth, the Divine. This is not my first tour on Earth, but it is not my latest either.
DB, do you want to take it? Do you want to take that?
Sure. Hi, I'm Dragonbait. I will be playing Jane the Crooked. And, she has a lot of things that I don't know if I should talk about yet.
Perfectly fair. Jeremy, how about you?
Yeah, so I'm Jeremy, and I'm playing Richard Sanderson, and I'm the Flake. And, there's no reason you shouldn't trust me. I'm a trustworthy fella. I never fucked anyone over or something. So that's what I'm playing. Richard.
You got a problem with it?
You got a problem with it?
You think you're better than me?
Richard.
Why are you looking at me that way?
Uh-huh.
I laughed because I just saw the picture that you posted for all of us.
Yeah, he's like 5'6". He's got he wears like a purple velvet like suit coat and like a blue long sleeve button up shirt that's like unbuttoned enough for you to see like his hairy curly chest hair. He's got like his hair pulled back in like a ponytail that's like looks like a rat tail because he's so greasy. He's just got like a neck beard and like 5 o'clock shadow going, but perpetually. And these like burly eyebrows. He just looks like a fucking asshole. But he's all, why would you trust me? Like I'm fine.
I'm getting used car salesman from him.
Yeah, I'm here to just make sure everything turns out. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not like I'm just doing this for me. I'm a team player.
Team player, sure. Adam, have we vamped enough to give you what you need?
Yes, I think everything's looking good. I think Clancy got everything set up. I am Adam Deweese, and I will be playing Elliot, the mundane, just your average 50s guy, just a 50s guy.
And because these are different characters, I'm in a different seat this time altogether. Do you guys want to talk briefly about, we don't have to go through like the whole relationship chart, but just any quick relationship things that you have between each other?
Well, Laceth knows everyone. This group has worked together in part before. Elliot worked with Lisa. No. That's right, they haven't. Have they?
At
So-
this
My internet is frozen.
You're back now.
There, welcome back.
Oh, good. Well, that was fun.
I'm telling you.
I have no idea what you might have heard or what I did or didn't say at this point. So, yay, internet.
I think we heard it all. I think.
Okay.
But you did question if you've worked with Elliot yet.
I can't remember if we established if this was early in their partnership or later. I think this is later in their partnership.
This is later.
So they've been working together for a while.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like late 1959, early 1960, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, this whole group has been working together for a while. And this might be the first time we're bringing Silas in, but Silas and Lyseth worked together in World War One.
So I'm a newbie.
Yeah, so how young is Silas? Are you still
He's
mortal?
He's in his late 70s, yes. He was turned when he was in his late 80s in the late 60s. So, by extension, he's now in his late 60s in the late 50s.
Awesome.
I thought Silas was turned in the 80s.
Late 70s. No, he was turned in the 1968.
Oh, because I could have sworn you said something about an 80s band.
Well, there
It was
goes
the
the whole
Rolling
campaign.
Stones.
You got to throw it away.
Yeah.
And there went all that cannon. Bye, right out the window.
Damn it.
So fast.
It happens fast when you do these one shots.
Yeah.
So Elliot and Jane know each other, yes?
Yes, we've been working together for a while. We're pretty good friends.
Okay.
I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
I mean, there's other things that I know, but fair enough.
It's true, but I don't know how much is established at this point.
That's fair.
All these secrets, man.
You guys edit this stuff. I've been. You have to tell me what people are supposed to know at this point.
I don't. Danny, what do you want them to know so far?
Yeah, what do we need to know? Because this is...
At this point, Jane and Elliot are very close friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Jane and Lyseth are very close.
Oh.
Yes.
Why, some kind of erotic triangle.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's been working fine.
I'm telling you.
Oh no!
That's the worst face to freeze on.
Oh, what a face. My goodness.
You're
The
back.
dissatisfaction with this romantic state of affairs was plain to behold there.
It's working now.
It's working.
Yeah.
I love your nails, Danny.
Like all of your faces are frozen on my screen.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'm telling you.
moving
Now we're even.
Oh man.
All right.
I think. Danny, I'm gonna message you real quick if we want to tell them this. or
Yeah.
not.
It's so ominous.
Fuck.
What is one of you
It's-
like?
Well, I can say with some confidence that this is not breaking
I'm
any
just actually messaging.
spoilers.
One of
But I know Lyseth from World War One when I rescued her from a demon attack in my aeroplane, and we've been solid friends ever since, despite my tendency to dabble with the diabolic.
Your
and-
tendency for the unnatural.
Well, unnatural. What's unnatural to some is merely a case of perspective.
Yep. Sure.
What's chaos for the fly is a meal for the spider.
Well, I'm not implying that I'd be eating any spiders or flies, for that matter. Merely that your petty bourgeois morality has no bearing on my conduct.
If any character did eat spiders in this, it would definitely be Silas, though.
No,
He's not.
Not
He's
yet.
not a red.
not Renfield.
I'm just an old man. I enjoy
my-
Werther's originals and
Oh my God, DP and I went
Pies.
to the same joke at the same time.
Wait, when were those originals made? Are they around in
Oh,
the late
they're-
50s?
I'm sure.
Absolutely, they were. Yes,
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
very, very old.
I was gonna make it so that Elliot was DB Cooper, but I found out DB Cooper's in the 70s, so that I can't do that anymore.
We could be an infant TV Cooper.
Oh, goodness.
Oh yeah, no, Werther's originals were made in like 1903. They're fine.
Absolutely, you see. Yes. You think I don't know my shit? I do. Oh, how I research these things. No.
I don't believe you for a second.
Am I that transparent?
Yes.
Yes, when I'm sat in front of this green screen, I am. Yes.
All right. So has Richard worked with this group before? Much at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Dick's well established.
Yeah. So
I wasn't talking about you, Silas.
I was. I'm Silas's landlord. I own a small chain of shitty apartments that I keep just right above the legal limitation set here in the 50s.
Which is very low.
Very pretty low. Hey, if it doesn't collapse on them, I'm good. And if it does, I got insurance. And yeah, I'm Silas's buddy. He I look past some things. He looks past some things. He's got himself a house. I got myself some cash. It works out. And sometimes he invites me over for some poker. Sometimes I invite him over for some beers, and we became friends.
Yes, it's a very cozy relationship, and my advancing years, I'm quite keen to maintain. It's nice to be part of what do they say, the hip youngsters that are out there doing the rock and roll music. Ha ha! What fun!
He's got some weird friends, but he looks past a couple less than legal things, and I look past those weirdos he invites over on Thursdays.
You Americans have some very strange hang-ups in relation to the occult. But never mind.
Look, man, you keep giving me the money. That's all that really matters.
Yes,
the
yes,
bills, and I don't have questions.
Probably for the best. So Laseth and Silas have been working on the potentially world-ending event that brought Laseth into this particular plane of existence a few years ago to deal with. They've been working on tracking it down, and it manifests all over the place in weird little pockets all over the world. But it mostly centers on the United States because I'm an American and we're American-centric.
Listen, when you're the keeper, you can place it anywhere, and we can just look at you and go, "Okay."
Sure.
I had you guys go to Cincinnati.
Of all places.
Look, if I tried to set it anywhere in Europe, you would immediately know I've never been to Europe.
My dear, let us not bicker and argue. Let us drive this narrative forward with haste.
Narrative? What narrative? So yes, you have been tracking down this issue, and it has been popping up all over the world in just weird little ways, and sightings of creatures. There was a lightning salamander that showed up in one spot down in Rio. There was some what you think were probably selkies that turned up in the Pacific Northwest. Just all sorts of weird where the world interacts with the unnatural in ways that are just it doesn't quite belong. Nothing big enough to be called a world-ending event, but definitely enough to raise some eyebrows. But it is December 1959.
All right.
I was not told if any dates were specific and special, so if I need to know something, you need to tell me. I say staring at DB and Danny.
I'm gonna message you something real quick.
Yes, please.
Just so you're aware.
Please.
Just can't be on Christmas because we all celebrate independently.
I mean, wouldn't that be the best mind screw though, to have something awful happen on Christmas?
Is that? Unless DB over here just messaged you,
Is
hey,
it,
don't do anything on Christmas.
Christingle. I say, are we having it on Christingle?
I'm waiting to see what Danny.
You don't know what Christingle is?
I'm waiting to see what Danny says too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I think you already know this thing, so
this is drastically. I don't know. Hold on. Now
Yeah.
I have to.
we have a whole canon that we have to make sure we're not going to screw up
bad.
too badly.
Well, this is what happens when you don't tell me what the canon is.
Oh, you know some.
No,
of the
I
canon.
get
I know
this one.
some of it, just not
You're
the
gonna
dates.
find that cannon pointed right back at you.
That's fine.
Kiss, kiss. But yeah, as long as December is good for that, then that's pretty much exactly what I was thinking. So perfect.
Yep.
December 1959. Don't worry, I know.
Proceed.
Fantastic. Layseth, you have gotten some information that feels like the big lead. It is up in the Yukon Territory, right on the border of the territory that just became the state of Alaska and Canada. There is an itty bitty little town that's right there on the border. I believe it's called Beaver Creek, but I'd have to look it up again. I've stayed there. That's the only reason I know it. What?
I know of a different place named Beaver Creek.
Oh, yes, the
Alaska.
strip club.
How dare you?
Yep. There we go. That's Silas.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
I'm
Welcome.
still the same old man.
You've never changed.
I'm just about 100 years less old.
Just less blood.
Slightly. So this feels like something that's big enough to bring an entire team onto, and your superiors, Layseth, have told you to gather the people that you find most trustworthy and hie thee off to Alaska in December.
Okay.
Well, I'm wrapping up warm with my flying jacket from the war because it's fur-lined, and I'm going to need all the insulation I can get on these old bones.
So yeah, as soon as I hear, I will turn to Jane. We have some traveling to do now. Alaska.
Oh. Why?
That's where the trouble is.
Okay.
If you will contact Elliot and Richard, I will contact... I'm going to bring in my friend Silas. And we will head north.
Wait, the weird old man?
Well, I suppose you can think of him that way, but he is quite skilled and has been assisting me in the past as well.
May the keeper do with this
Alright.
whatever they wish.
I will go call Richard and Elliot. I'll call Elliot first. I was about to say I was gonna text them and then went, nope.
No, I do 1950.
Also, Tiana, you can get a little creative with this, but Jay Matthews donated $50 and said, may the keeper do with this whatever they wish. So
Oh no.
we haven't really set what we can do in the Roll for Weird games with our donation, so that will be up to you, Tiana. $50 is
Thank
pretty
you.
big. It's a pretty big one, so.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay
very much.
Matthews. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
he's one of our favorite people over on Quest and Chaos.
Okay. Yeah, you can get wild with that, because $50 is a
Stirred.
lot. Thank you.
You get wild with it. Everybody dies. My whole cannon is out the window.
Oh, don't worry. I have plans. I mean, the first plan is taking you to Alaska in the middle of December.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely terrible.
I spent 27 winters up there.
I was going to say, does anyone else have a concept of what that's like? Like,
Probably
do any of you
not.
know what minus 52 feels like?
No, I'm from the land of perpetual drizzle.
No,
Oh,
I do know negative 32. Is that close enough?
That's actually not
it
too
is.
bad.
It's
Okay.
not too far off.
The first winter we were up here, it was that cold.
I
It's
also
when you
don't understand
breathe
how
and
your
the-
temperatures work.
Well, when you hit minus 40, it's the same either way.
Yes.
Okay.
My minus 52 was Celsius, so it would be.
That's really fucking cold.
I don't know what it is to Fahrenheit, but I could say it's really fucking cold.
I mean,
The
all
coldest
fucking
that I have ever seen it in my life, I think, was like negative 79, but that was with wind chill
oh,
at
yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Not cool.
It was cool. It was very,
Very
cool.
cool.
Very, very cool, yeah.
I think it's beyond cool.
Into something entirely.
Some might even say cold.
Some might say. So
What?
those given to hyperbole.
So yes, you're contacting your teammates to tell them
Yes.
north to Alaska.
Yes.
I'm not in my house at my phone all day, so I don't get the call. No, I'm just kidding. But so we
That's
all
fine.
just are in our house waiting on our corded
Cool.
phones.
No,
Cool-
that's
cool-
fine.
cool, Jeremy. So
Is he even in her house at this point, or is it like you go out and only rich people have house phones?
No, and
No,
these people
you guys
had
phones.
Phones, yeah.
Okay.
I call Elliot first. Hopefully he answers.
Yeah, I'll pick up my fucking rotary phone or whatever they are back then,
Yes.
and I'll plug in my switch.
What?
I'm a switchboard operator. Hello?
Hey, Elliot. Well, hi. I don't know the language of the 1950s. It's fine.
We say hi still, yeah.
Okay. So there's a bit of trouble. How do you feel about Alaska?
Oh, yeah, June? It's beautiful up there around June,
No,
July.
no, like now.
Oh, it's December right now.
I know. Yeah, but we need to go there because there's trouble.
Oof.
You know, our kind of trouble.
Oof. Is it northern or southern Alaska?
I put my hand over the receiver. Look at Lisa. Northern or southern Alaska?
Beaver Creek is right about the middle. Actually, it's not quite parallel to Fairbanks, but pretty close.
Okay. It would be central Alaska.
I mean, what is it? Is it like a big one? Do we really need to go, or is it like a vampire?
I mean, listen, Layseth's people have told her that she needs to go there. I have to go there with her because I won't let her go alone. And you're kind of in on this too. So
Yeah,
are you coming to Alaska? Or are you going to stay at your switchboard?
I'm good. Well, I don't know who's gonna operate this ding dang switchboard if I'm gone, but
Find somebody to cover it. It's fine.
Clancy, you gotta cover the switchboards. No one's getting their phone calls.
Damn
this
it,
week.
Clancy's now in
course.
this universe.
All right. Yeah, all right. I'll be over.
Okay.
Well,
And then I will try.
put paid to
Richard.
that.
All right, in the chat, I said I'm not putting a vampire in Alaska. I hate the movie 30 Days of Night, and I refuse to play it out.
You
That
are
movie- that-
completely fine.
That
You
movie.
hate it or it's scary?
Oh, I hate it. It's
never
so
seen it.
wrong.
Oh, okay.
Like when it showed up at Alaska theaters, we burst out laughing at all the points that were supposed to be scary.
Danny, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's like, that's
thought-
entirely the wrong kind of snow.
I thought you were gonna say it's like super scary because you live in Alaska. Because when I was in third grade, I was born in Chicago and grew up in Indiana. My backyard was corn, and in about third grade, we watched Children of the Corn.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
I looked behind me out that window, literally behind the couch, looking in the corn as this movie's playing, and it was very scary. So I thought maybe you were gonna say something like
You
that.
were a child, though. They wouldn't have killed you.
It was
Yeah,
so scary.
You were
I know.
one of them, Jeremy.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
become
were
one of them.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and call Richard now. Does he answer?
Yeah, I'm home this time.
Oh, well, you better hope that Clancy gets the right switches.
I pick up. Yeah, it's Richard.
Hi, Richard. It's Jane.
Yeah, who's it? Oh, hey, Jane. What's up? What do you need?
We have a situation in Alaska.
Why? Okay, so why the hell are you calling me?
What do you mean, why the hell am I calling you?
I don't know. I've met you like one time.
I was asked to call you
By who?
by Layseth.
The hell does that do with Alaska?
Do you know you remember monsters, the things that we take care of?
The things you take care of.
Oh, okay.
I'm just that old bastard's landlord. I don't know why you guys keep getting me mixed up in this shit. Like, look, I appreciate you helping me kill that whatever fucking three-headed squirrel thing or whatever. But look, like, I'm out, okay? You guys keep calling me. And, like, I'm literally just a landlord.
Well, we could use an extra person. You can either come with your own free will, or I guess Layseth could just, like, I don't know, kidnap you.
No, look, you didn't tell me Lyseth's coming.
Why does that matter?
Because I don't want that. She's the scariest person I've ever met in my life.
She is beautiful, and I will not have you talk about her that way.
I've seen her disappear and reappear right behind me. Her wings, I'm telling you right now, she's Lucifer herself.
How dare you?
This is a fallen angel. What else would she be doing down here, stuck in this hellhole?
Oh my god. Are you coming or not?
Yeah, I guess so. Let one minute though. I gotta finish the scotch. All right, see you later. Hang on.
Fucking hell. I turned back to Layseth. Why do we invite Richard?
Because he is useful.
As bait, right? That's what we're using him as, is bait for whatever
That is acceptable, yes.
She just controls him with fear. Like when no one's looking, she's just like, Rich, I'll fucking kill you if you don't do this.
Whatever it takes.
You know?
All right. Well, they both said they're on their way. Have you contacted your other friend, the weird old man?
I have not. I'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, okay.
And I will
Disappears.
just transport to Silas.
You didn't call the weird old man, but you called his landlord.
I was told to.
Well, as you appear in Silas's room, you find him combing his hair with some grease, slicking it back in the mirror, with like Eddie Cochran playing Summertime Blues in the background. Sometimes I wonder what I'm going to do, as there ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
I just watch for a moment.
And he puts on his 1950s rocker leather jacket, like he's trying to fit in. It's like, yes, I believe I'm a hep cat.
Indeed you are.
Ah! Hello.
We have a mission.
I see. How embarrassing. Well,
There's nothing embarrassing about a mission.
no, you're right. You're quite right. Yeah, maybe don't mention that I was. Never mind. What seems to be the trouble, Lisa?
There is something up in the Yukon. I have been summoned and told to assemble my best team, which includes you.
Oh, well, that's very flattering indeed. I suppose I should put on some more respectable clothes. Actually, you know what? Sod it. I just put on a scarf, and that'll be it. I'll be fine.
Perhaps an additional scarf.
2 scarves. 2 scarves it is then.
Humans do tend to get cold, I believe.
Oh, yes, in the
Maybe we're that far
Yukon.
out. Indeed, yes.
Well, I haven't actually packed for the Arctic, or thereabouts. So, you just give me half an hour. I'll pop down to the sporting goods shop and buy as many thick coats and such as I can.
Certainly. We are meeting at Jane's home.
Yes, Jane. I shall be round directly.
Thank you. And I just head back.
All right. So one way or another, you get the team together, being aware that it is up in the Arctic. Are you guys packing appropriate? I heard Silas say that he was getting the appropriate sporting goods. Is anyone else? Or are y'all gonna be chachacos up there?
No, Jane is 100% grabbing all of the warm clothes that she could think of that she would need. Because the last thing she wants is to freeze to death in Alaska.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's fair.
I could freeze to death on a light spring day. This whole circulation's not what it was.
I feel like Richard will have the best coat he can get, but like he's just He's just still pretty surprised he's going to Alaska.
I tell you what, I'm going to buy a bottle of
Like
single malt
with these
too.
people because they helped him once with the three-headed squirrel.
Yeah, I want like so I try to Google what 50s winter wear looks like, and it's just absolutely unhelpful. But yeah,
Wool.
big old coat, yeah, a lot of wool, lots of wool, and a like a ski cap. Actually,
A
like
down
2 or 3.
parka or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
50s wear.
The real trick to dealing with really cold weather, and I think Daniel will back me up on this, is lots of
Layers.
freaking layers.
Yes.
Many layers.
And my silk thermal underclothes from my flying days.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
And also because I like the feel of silk on my skin.
We're gonna just walk right past that one.
Yes, we are.
Oh, you know that'll come back again to haunt us all.
Yes, it probably will. Just wait for. Never mind.
I don't know if Lisa is affected by the cold. I don't know that's something we've ever determined as her being divine.
It doesn't matter because Jane would have been like, okay, I have all of this stuff. I think this will fit you. And it's like the big coats and whatnot.
Right. So she'll be wearing stuff,
Yeah.
whether she needs it or not.
Yes, exactly. She
All
might
right.
even. I mean, she's lucky she's divine. She might be sweating otherwise.
Yeah. Jane has them both layered to a T.
Yeah. So getting up to rural Alaska is no small feat now, and it is even more difficult back then. So in order to get there, where is your home base? Are you guys also in Louisville?
No. I think we're in pretty sure we're like in New York or something.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was
I feel like
thinking.
New York.
That was where Silas settled, yes.
Yeah.
That's where my hotel, my apartments are. You don't all live in there, do you? It's just Silas.
No. Jane has a very nice house given to her by the gang that she's with.
Yeah, this place sucks. Where Silas lives.
I think it's rather bohemian.
Could you imagine?
Yeah,
like-
that's why I like this guy. He's the only person who doesn't tell me he's a shithole.
Oh dear.
Well, they haven't
Just-
seen World War One. You were there in the trenches.
I was there at the Somme. That was a shithole.
I imagine after the trenches and nothing.
It's not so bad after the trenches.
All right, so yes, getting to Alaska now is difficult. Getting there back then, even more so, especially right after the territory became a state. But coming from New York, you're able to get a flight to Seattle, and then from Seattle, a series of bush jumping little planes. These are the kinds of planes that will rattle your fillings right out of your mouth.
Yay! Can I have a go? You know, I used to fly these in the war. Well, not
Pilot.
these specific blades.
Pilot looks at you. Yeah? What
Yes, please.
What'd you fly?
Oh,
Smile, boy.
Sup with camels, mainly. I had to go later in the war flying heavy cargo transports, but yes, mainly I flew fighter planes.
And he'll look at your companions to get a gauge of whether or not you're fucking with him.
Silas rummages around inside his coat and pulls out his medals.
You just carry those around?
Yes, I'm very proud of them.
And he still does.
I'm
it just hasn't
immensely
come up
proud of
yet.
my service. I have a distinguished flying order here, and this is a DSO with a bar, which means I was awarded it twice.
Jane is in the back, just like trying not to throw up.
And the pilot's like, you know what, old boy, sure. I'm not supposed to, but you don't tell anyone. I won't tell anyone. I was
Your secret's safe with me.
I was wondering what a war jockey would do with this thing.
Tiana, you're crackling.
Please let me roll. Please let me roll. Please let me roll. Please let me roll.
No. this is how this ends.
There goes all my plans. Y'all just crash and die. Does it sound better?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Gotta be better than going to fucking Alaska.
Hey now. Offer me a roll, Gerundu.
I guess it would be an act under pressure, right? Trying to prove I've still got it, and not just a washed up old fart.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I have +0 to cool, so this is
Oh,
going to be
great.
fun.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Remember, you have at least 2 luck.
That's true. Don't need it, mate. 2 6s.
Holy crap.
12.
All right.
I've still got it. Barrel roll.
No!
That's an aileron roll.
Well, that's true. Nevertheless, I just wanted it for the memes.
Yes, barrel roll is forward.
No barrel roll.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the pilot is just like gobsmacked and like, boy, oh, if you ever want a job, my company's always hiring crack flyers.
You're always hiring
I
crack.
thought you were about to say he was a crackhead. So I'm like,
I don't think was crack even invented in the 50s. I'm not sure.
oh no.
I don't
Cocaine
know.
was certainly a thing, and I
I-
don't mind telling you. No, actually, I probably shouldn't. We're crossing international borders.
Ah, Silas.
So
Yes,
yeah,
that's me.
you do have to put down a couple of times to refuel, but after 2 or 3 jumps, you make it to the border of the Yukon Territory and the newly minted state of Alaska. I'm sure Jane is just wearing everything.
She is, as soon as they land, she's just like on the ground going, I shouldn't fly.
Would you like a jelly, baby?
Do you have any peppermint or ginger?
Not jelly babies, no, but I have some mint imperials if you like some of those. And yeah, because he's still, even in the 1950s, is still a granddad. He has sweets all in his, all over his person. We're mint.
I take the mint. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So there aren't much in the way of accommodations in Beaver Creek. They are not accustomed to having outsiders come in and visit. But
Who would have
Lisa,
thought? A bustling metropolis like Beaver Creek.
but Laseth's superiors, taking pity on the fact that she would be around mortals, did reach out ahead and find someone who was willing to rent you a decently sized cabin, and it is wonderfully warm inside that cabin. But when you step out of that plane, the cold hits you like a it's not even a wave, it's a wall of cold that just hits you. You feel your nose hairs freeze. Every inch of exposed skin feels tight and cold, and your whole body just tries to puff up to try and retain some warmth, and it is just not happening. So your landlord, your host for this particular expedition meets you at the, calling it a runway would be stretching the word to the breaking point. It is a place that is long enough and cleared enough for a plane of this size to land, and that's about all you got. But your host does meet you there. Little darling grandmotherly native lady who looks you all up and down and says, "Well, I was told you all were coming, and they told me that you were outsiders. But we'll get you fixed up. We'll get you taken care of just fine. Come along." And gestures you toward a good-sized cabin. It still takes a couple minutes to get there. And by the time that you get there, you're shivering so hard that your bones feel like they're about to come out of your body. You haven't seen a thermometer, but your host helpfully informs you that it's warm. It's only -30. I can see Danny having flashbacks.
There's a reason I moved away from that weather.
I think my teeth have come loose.
I don't think this was a good idea, Lisa.
Never is, but it must be done.
So she leads you into the cabin, and it's a log cabin with one large room in the center and then a loft above the larger room. The large room is kitchen and living room, and there is a good fire, a good wood stove that is just red hot, and the room is wonderfully warm as you step inside.
So I'm just going to remove my mittens. Yes.
Yeah, I thought New York was cold. This is hell. Forget fire. This is way worse.
Yes, this is rather unpleasant outside. It's a little bit
Yeah,
bracing.
You're about to collapse.
Yes, well, I can't feel my extremities, you see.
Well, I need like 6 more months rent out of you, so you don't need to collapse yet. I'm trying to
Well,
buy.
no, I'm struggling rather to unscrew the top of this bottle of whiskey. Would you mind?
I mean, yeah, I need your money so we can get hot water heaters for everybody. We don't
Yes,
even
well,
have-
I'm still getting my annuity from the publisher, so
I'm
yes,
gonna try
don't
to.
worry about
Yeah,
that.
I'll open it for him, I guess.
Would you
Any-
like some? I'm offering it round. I can't feel my fingers, you see. I say, madam, do you have any glasses? Would you like one?
I'm not supposed to. My doctor said
No, come on.
Well, what a fine gentleman like yourself offers. I think I can. Sure. And she'll walk over to a cabinet and open it and pull out 6 glasses. She has a set of 6 dishes for everything in the cabinet. Pulls out 6 little glasses and some lays them out on the table.
I say she's a grandmotherly lady.
Why, I had not been expected to be greeted with such a rare beauty.
Well, sir.
Oh no!
Oh no, that was too much for
Just
Jeremy.
couldn't handle it. That's it.
Dude's like, I'm out.
Pass that whiskey
We
around.
won't have any geriatric flirting today.
Oh no, Jeremy.
Oh.
This is about to get too much for me. I'm gone.
Aye. Oh, goodness.
Oh, gosh. Adam, you want to do a drawing while we wait for Jeremy?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I tried
No,
to pull
is the
it
answer to
up.
that.
Yeah, I tried to pull it up, but for some reason, like I said, OBS is taking up like 99% of my CPU, and I don't want to crash the whole stream. So when I was pulling
Fair
up
enough,
when I was pulling up the Excel, it started to really not like it.
Started to choke.
Yeah.
Is that a Ravenclaw glass?
Yes, this one is.
Cool.
I'm glad you finished that sentence and put glass in there because I was like, what? What's that, like some kind of obscure bar snack or what? Like the most gothic bar snack. Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. I really want to try. I've heard that someone has done mixed drinks for all of the houses, and I really want to try them.
I have seen those, and they look very good.
I'll just try drinks.
Fair enough.
Speaking of, well, while Jeremy's gone, we can talk about the event a little bit. He's not. I've got Zoom.
Taking
pulled
it
up,
away.
so I can see
Yeah,
what it's
please
up.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
We're giving you permission on your stream to talk
Yes.
about stuff.
So we have got now 3 hours left until our 21. We're doing a very weird thing. We're doing 21 hours only. No, until our 24 hours is over. We have got. After this will be Laurenpore. I actually think that we will probably go. I think it's probably going to end up going a little bit past 7. So probably just because of when this is over, just the nature of Laurenpore. We usually do. So if you haven't listened to it, it's usually myself as the host, and I have a different guest on every week, and me and the person have a few drinks, and then I give them the topic 30 minutes before we hit record, and whatever they say goes. It's like Drunk History meets D&D lore, and this time the tables are turned on me, and Gerundu is going to be asking the questions, and I'm going to be getting interviewed.
I am out for you, you bastard, after the topic you gave me.
So if Dan,
Oh shit! What did he give you?
The 9 hells in their
We
entirety.
we went there. It was a lot of fun. So Danny and DB, I don't know if you had plans to show off the rest of the crafting goods on That's Pretty Crafty right after this.
Yep. Right after
for
this.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And
That way you have a little bit of research time.
yeah, that way I'll be able to do a little bit of research. I'm really excited for that. So check that out. And
And then I'm going to bed.
yeah, and then I will probably be crashing at like 8 o'clock tonight. To be honest, I
Eat
am
something before you
exhausted.
collapse, sir.
Yeah. I will need to have dinner right after. And here's Jeremy back. So yeah,
Oh,
go
good.
donate. Oh, also, me and Joe Rundu. I just called you Joe Rundu.
I'm Joe Rundu. Good old Joe
That's
Rundu.
gotta be a D&D character or something.
That's fine. My news anchor persona.
Yeah.
Jesus, I just blacked out for a second. I'm not really sure what happened there.
You just missed the 10 o'clock news with Joe Rundu.
I was feeling all right, and then I just got all lightheaded and collapsed.
One thing I do before we get back in mention is that me and Drendu did talk about if we hit that goal, we're gonna open up questions to the chat to ask me questions about my expert knowledge topic I'll be doing. So
Yes.
definitely make
I
sure
look
we hit
forward
that
to that.
goal. All right,
What did I miss while I was out?
Nothing.
we started talking about the
We just did a promo spot.
Yeah.
Well, thank God. I thought somebody was going to get stabbed without me.
No, you missed a little bit of geriatric
Why
flirting.
is
and-
Richard here?
I don't know. I'm trying. You guys dragged me all the way out to fucking Alaska. I don't know.
Oh goodness. So yes, there was some geriatric flirting, and I hear that there's whiskey being poured into the glasses that she
Yes.
pulled out.
Yes. Whiskey for all that
Or
desire it.
scotch or whatever.
This
you
is
brought.
why we're friends.
single malt,
We
yes.
both really.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, Clancy.
Clancy.
All three of us have had issues on
Yep.
the second to last stream. There he is. He's back.
There he is.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I'm just the internet or something.
They don't want us to fight a monster.
The internet.
I really want to fight something.
I still
Jane?
don't know.
This is why I don't trust the internet.
Jane's gonna refuse the drink.
Oh,
No.
well,
thank you.
all right. No, that's fine. No problem. Tea, perhaps, instead?
No. I'm trying to cut back
What, on tea?
on a lot of things.
Well, I would suggest you maintain your liquid intake.
But yeah, water's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'll drink her whiskey. It'll be fine.
Yes, by all means, ladies. Fill your boots.
I figured.
and your host will press a glass of water into your hand, Jane. And before Laceth gets to Jane's glass, your host has already done.
All right.
Well,
As long as it's not going to waste.
yes, to health and long life.
Cheers. All right, so she makes sure that you have everything that you need. There's a couple of pull-out couches and 2 beds up upstairs. So there's sleeping accommodations. Who sleeps where is entirely up to the community.
Jane gets a bed. Just saying.
I could imagine Jane just like rabbit kicking someone if they try to kick her out of the bed.
I'm a man in my late 70s. I would hope that perhaps my seniority might entitle me, and feeble body might entitle me to a rather more comfortable night's sleep.
I mean, there's 2 beds, so you can have the other one.
Yes, well, that's what I'm not. No, I'm just saying. I'm just if these younger gentlemen saw fit to manhandle me, I would be in not much of a situation to repel them. That's all. But yes, if you don't mind, young fellows, I'll take the other bed. My sciatica's rather playing up.
Why do you always say stuff like that? It's weird. You always like asking us to like fight you and wrestle you and stuff. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, he's
Well,
on
you
the
see,
tickle parties.
I rather mastered judo during the war, and I like to keep my hand in, so to speak.
What about the pillow fights?
Well, you see, they make an ample stand-in for improvised weapons that you might make, perhaps using a snooker ball within a sock.
I'm just gonna sleep over here in this closet. You see these things? We should look at these things. We should install these at the apartment. People would like that, closets.
But people like closets. I dare say some people rather do like closets.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean-
they useful storage spaces, and
Gotta cut a hole in the wall.
That's what I'm saying. We should build some of these for the tenants. They'd like that.
all right.
Imagine John.
It's your building.
John, he'd be ecstatic. We just had someone to put his clothes.
Well, yes, I mean, he does just throw them into the hall, usually.
That's what I'm saying. Think about it. I think it's the future. It's the future, Silas. I'm telling you.
Closets, the
just
wave of the future.
You just keep giving me all your income, and we're gonna really build ourselves something here.
Well, such as it is, you're welcome to it, old boy. I get my satisfaction elsewhere. What's going on?
Don't know.
We're talking about rooms. And,
This is why I didn't really bother preparing a whole lot because I knew you guys would riff.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will tell you. While the room and the cabin is toasty warm and there's enough beds, there's no running water.
Oh dear. Oh well, there's plenty of snow.
Yeah, we just get
You
some
are
snow.
in a dry cabin and outside is an outhouse.
I'm in a closet.
Oh.
Dad is
Does that
having
solve?
such flashbacks.
It's fine. It's fine.
Layseth,
Yes.
do you know what we're up here for?
There is something that has been detected, and
Okay.
we need to eliminate the threat.
Your boss didn't give you like a, oh hey, it's maybe this?
Did I get any more information in the initial message, or just go?
Yeah, thank you. I neglected to mention. Apologies. So
Go to Alaska, you fucks. The
There's
end.
some monsters up there.
Freeze to death up there. You're really the monsters.
Not to get my friends up there, so I may have just not told them the rest.
I will turn you all into Wendigos. That's the way the story ends.
Oh, where did Wendy go?
Damn it.
Are we all
yes,
in on this
Lisa,
conversation, by the way?
You were told by your superiors that there is something weird going. So across the
There's something strange in your neighborhood.
Who you get a call?
Us, apparently.
Sorry, Tiana.
I'm drinking.
It's going to have to be a
I'm sorry.
two-parter.
No, it's not. I refuse. If I have to, I will use rocks fall. Everyone dies.
You got the $50 donation.
And Jay Matthews is known for being like keeper, kill them all.
Hey, wait, we are in the 1950s. This could be Back to the Future.
1959.
Silas just disappears from his own photographs.
So anyway, yes.
Spielberg.
Across in
Over too.
Gerundu, shut up. In villages and small towns across the Yukon Territory and Alaska, people have been having dreams. Very and the unifying factor for all of them, your superior tells you, is that they all find themselves out in the tundra. And they don't know how they got there. They don't know they don't know which way is north. All of the stars are confused. The thing about these dreams is that people all across the Yukon Territory and Alaska are having the exact same dream. And some people don't wake up from it. There are a couple of instances where someone was saying that they had this dream and then their family members find them with essentially their hearts explode with enough force to bend ribs outward.
My goodness.
So your superiors think that there's something that's tapping into dreamscapes and that particular plane of existence. And as such, Layseth, you have permission to take people across the plane of existence if necessary.
Excellent.
But use that permission cautiously, because of course, mortals break a lot easier than you do.
True.
But you do have standing permission from your superiors because they think that this is something serious enough to warrant crossing planes to deal with this problem.
So I will tell my friends, my colleagues, that there is something affecting people's dreams. And some people do not wake up. It appears to be something from another plane of existence. And perhaps you might want to fall asleep and see what your dreams lead to.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, we need to sleep here now. Why didn't we, like, come here and, like, take a good long nap and then come here, like, early on? It's almost bedtime.
Well, that is one of the hazards of traveling cross country. Unfortunately, it does take some time.
That's true.
Well, perhaps I could, gifted as I am with the sight, perhaps I could observe somebody sleeping, and we could see if there's any invisible manifestations directly attaching themselves to people.
Yeah, should we,
Indeed.
like, do shit? I don't think we should have, like, multiple of us fall asleep if something's, like...
No, that seems like a nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, maybe, we, you know, if we gotta be, like, Dream Warrior... Oh, you know what I just
That
realized?
is the best one.
I just realized a lot of you all have some... okay, never mind. So I was thinking of the other game where pretty much everybody has magic, but we do have just a Crooked, and we've got a Flake, so I don't know exactly...
I'm spooky. Hello.
Yeah.
We all gain a move from our playbook.
Oh.
Well, I
So-
do have the ability to travel between planes. So if perhaps someone fell asleep and began to indicate that they might be in this sort of dream, I could transport other members of the party to that same plane where we could meet up with you.
Well, that sounds like a lark.
I can fall asleep. I can fall asleep right now if we need to.
As I'm old, I only need about 4 hours sleep a night anyway.
I don't
Yeah.
believe I sleep, so
I have other things that's going on that can make me very
Well,
sleepy.
do you mind if I just stare at you with my sight for a while you sleep? I know that
Sure.
sounds very odd, but I just want to make sure that you're not assailed by an invisible creature or a mind leech or something like that.
A mind leech?
Yes.
I look at Lisa. Is that a thing?
yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. You can creepily watch me sleep.
Tiana, Jeremy just donated $23 and said, everybody unlock a move from their playbook. What do we think?
Ooh. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
By the light that shines beyond the
I-
seventh seal.
I'm telling you, I really like
show
the
me
pay
the
to win
things that are to be
that's been
revealed.
happening all weekend. Okay, cool. So it sounds like Jane's going to sleep. Everybody else is trying their best to stay awake and see what happens and hope Jane's heart doesn't explode.
That would be terrible.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, I'll be fine.
All right.
I've got a pocket knife. I'm like watching over with the pocket knife, like looking around.
What are you going to do with that? Sharpen a pencil.
I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do against a Dreamweaver.
Did you not bring a gun?
Oh yeah, my hunting rifle, but like that's loud. I don't want to wake her up.
Well, I think if it comes to attacking something and it's a question of life or death, then beauty sleep is probably lower down on the list of priorities there, my
Don't
boy.
want to wake her up.
Speaking of which, can you guys keep it down? I'm trying to sleep in here.
Okay,
Calling out from the closet.
Oh, hey, okay. You know what?
While we rest and talk about this shit in the morning.
Seth, how about you keep an eye on Richard? Me and Silas keep an eye on Jane. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you going to sleep anytime soon? I say to our host.
Elliot, I can hear you. Keep an eye on me for what? To make sure I don't freeze to death?
Yeah, we'll put some more blankets on you.
Well, and your host has already left you to handle things on your own.
Is she staying here?
Well, I mean, she
In the
lives
house?
not in this house, but she's staying. She lives in the next house.
Next door neighbor, 10 miles away.
Alaska life.
You laugh, but
That's so close.
That is a good question. How far is the house? Because if it sounds like we may have 3 people going to sleep and we may have 3 people awake, we may need to everybody go watch somebody.
So she has a collection of 5 cabins that are all. She's kind of the person who rents out cabins to people when it's needed, when there's truckers passing through, things like that. So she's in the big house that's kind of central to everything. So I mean, if you ran, you could probably get there in under 2 minutes.
Okay.
Steps to steps.
What do you all think? She was pretty nice. I'd hate to have her heart blow up in the middle of the night while we're over here watching.
Well, I can go check on her.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think that's the best plan.
No, it's all right.
No,
Silas,
no. You've been drinking.
I do think we all need to stay here because that would be the easiest way for me to transport us.
Yeah, she survived this. Yeah, good call, Layseth. Yes, if we do need to go into the dream. Did you call it the dream plane? The dream plane, is that what you...
That's the easiest thing to call it, yes.
Yeah, that's true. If we're over there, somebody's over there and her heart explodes, what are they going to do about it? You know what I mean? Yeah, might as well all stay over here and watch over Richard and Jane, I guess.
Yeah, what year is it again?
1959.
Yeah, okay, so we all smoke cigarettes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
I smoke a pipe.
Richard's just smoking a cigarette in the closet. No one even notices because it's
the
1959.
dry wooden closet with no running water with this pile of blankets.
There's like coats and stuff above me. I'm like literally just in the corner of a closet, sleeping and smoking a cigarette. He's like
sleeping.
He's ashing it into like a beer can. Yeah, while
the thing is, these cigarettes are all well and good, but you can't beat the flavour of a good ready rub.
All right, so it sounds like everyone is taking watches through the night.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as you all settle down, anyone who knows something about a fire and the appropriate tending of a wood stove can do so. The night passes without incident. You all get some good sleep. You have dreams, but they're more the sorts of like stress dreams that you get when there's an upheaval in your life, or you're in a new environment. Maybe some old friends visit you in your dreams, that sort of thing. It's a pretty normal night. And overhead, the northern lights are just going nuts because it is cold, and those are the best nights for northern lights. Anyone who
Aurora Borealis.
Indeed. Anyone who steps outside during the night to use the outhouse will see that is just...
I almost certainly will. As a man of my age often needs to use the bathroom with a rather disturbing frequency.
So you would think that you would need some sort of light source to go out and see your way to the restroom, but the lights between the lights and the moon, you don't need any external light source. It is bright enough to light your way on.
All right. Well, are there any lights on at the host's place?
What time is it?
I'm not sure.
What time does Silas need to get up and use?
Well, generally, probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, I think.
No, there's no lights on in there.
Damn. Well, I shall complain about the state of my prostate and return to bed, I suppose.
As the night
It's the bloody size of a cantaloupe.
As the night starts winding down, who's taking watches at this point? All right.
Early morning?
Yeah, as Silas is coming back in.
Yeah, I think Jane would probably be awake now too.
Okay.
She hates it, but she's awake.
Yeah, Richard's not. Just still asleep.
We don't talk about Richard.
Richard's in the closet.
So deep in the
just
closet, he's in
He's just been
Narnia.
standing in a cupboard all night.
He and every other person
Chain
is
smoking.
wondering why he's there. Someone misdialed when they called him. And now he's here.
Laceth, as it gets to about 5-6 o'clock in the morning and it starts getting toward when people are going to wake up, you hear something. You know that I don't know, Danny, have you ever heard the Northern Lights?
Yeah.
Okay, it's that sound.
Okay.
That
For the benefit of those who haven't heard it, can you?
Okay, I just want to. So some people say you can't hear the Northern Lights.
Yeah, what does light sound like?
It's a very high crackling kind of sound.
Sounds like the smell of color.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kind of.
You know how color smells? That's how
Yeah,
the
purple.
Northern Lights
So,
taste.
when you're out in the middle of nowhere and the Northern Lights are rolling through, there's this high crackling. It's a little bit like ice on. It's a little bit like ice crackling. I think is the best way to.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Is it not perpetual for a few hours? I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Northern Lights come and go
Teachers
because
of your northern
okay.
home.
they're caused by solar flare, so it comes and goes. But there are nights when it is just lit up for hours.
Yeah, it's radiation interfering with the magnetic
Mm-hmm.
field, isn't it?
Yeah. It's gorgeous. I miss it, and I'm damned bound and determined to tie things into it whenever I can.
Localized entirely within your home state.
So, Laceth, you hear that sound, and you haven't heard it all night. But as the door opens and closes behind Silas, you can hear that high crackling sound, and something about it makes all of the hair on the back of your neck stand up. And as you listen, there's a kind of bend in reality. You can't see it, but you can sense like a plastic sheet warping a little bit. And Elliot, where are you sleeping?
So I was taking watch, but if Jane's awake, I think I'll be sleeping in the bed that Jane was sleeping in.
Okay.
Unless that one's occupied now.
It should be clear if Jane's up, right?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah. So as you settle into a deep sleep, Elliot, you're awake. Standing out in the middle of the tundra. And it is you're dressed in what you would typically wear on a nice summer day, t-shirt, jeans, possibly a leather jacket, depending on how cool you are. And it is bone-chillingly cold. And you're standing there, sneakers, jeans, jacket, looking around. The stars are... So usually the stars, they'll spin slowly throughout the night. They are whirling above you.
Ooh.
And this sounds like one of the dreams that Laceth described.
You mentioned me being bone-chillingly cold. Do I actually feel that cold? You know how when you're dreaming and I don't know, you obviously can't feel what you're dreaming, but if I am I lucid? I think that's what I'm trying to get to, or do I know that I'm dreaming?
Yeah, you are aware that this is a dream, and I don't think that you would be a lucid dreamer usually. So the sensation of being aware in the midst of a dream is I know I'm dreaming. And if you try to wake yourself up, there's no budging.
That's what I was thinking. I was actually trying to decide if I wanted to try to wake myself up or if I was gonna try to investigate. And I didn't know if I was gonna try to scream myself awake.
Sorry, I probably should have.
But it's okay because it's good to know. I was probably going to ask because it is a little eerie. I think I know that this is what we're after. So if I can't, I will try for a couple seconds to try to wake myself up because I don't want my heart to explode and die. But if that doesn't work, I think my next option would be to try to start to at least the minimum I could do is to try to get some information. Do I see anything around, or is it a complete? Do I see any cabins?
No, there's no cabins. And actually, if you look at your background, tundra is flat, so you don't even have the trees. It is just mile after mile of just mile after mile in a land that'll swallow you whole.
Are the northern lights out there?
Oh yes, that sounds good. No, wait.
No, the northern lights are not going.
Oh man.
But the stars are whirling.
I think I'm gonna pick a direction and start walking.
Okay.
And I don't think it's gonna matter to me which direction I pick. Like, to me, I think they're all gonna be the same. So I'm gonna pick one and I'm gonna walk.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start going.
All right. So you start walking, and the thing that you notice immediately is that every step crackles and crunches under your feet. It's like that really sharp frost that you walk on. Every step is noisy, but if you look back, there's no footprints.
Okay. I think so. As a mundane, I've got a move that I think it may not help, but it may be kind of funny. I've got something, I don't know if it's going to work in a dream or not.
All right, let's hear it.
It's called Oops. If you want to stumble across something important, tell a keeper, and you will find something important and useful, although not necessarily relevant to your immediate problems. So I might find I may find like a fire extinguisher if I ever happen to need a fire extinguisher. But that's just something that I think would be fun to see what I find out here.
All right, so you want to use that ability?
Yeah.
All right, so as you are walking across this tundra, you put your foot down, and the footstep sounds different. It sounds muffled under your foot as you step.
I'm gonna lift it up and look at what I just stepped on.
You have to kind of like brush it away and shake it a little bit, but there is a very nice coat. Very
Okay.
there.
I'll dust it off. And I'll put it on since I'm in summer wear, you said?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And as you put it on, you hear kind of a low, a combination between a low howl and a chittering sound.
Oh God, don't like that.
And that sound echoes. Like there's no like cliffs for it to echo off, but it sounds like you're in the middle of the Grand Canyon and you just yelled. And that sound just echoes all around you.
So I can't tell which way it's coming from then, can I?
No, it's everywhere and nowhere.
I think I'm gonna pick my pace a little bit, same direction, but now I'm gonna start running. I have been walking. Mm-hmm. But now I'm going to start running.
All right. So we're going to cut back to the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Layseth, you have felt the reality warp in a way that tells you that a plane of existence is pushing against this one.
I check on the sleeping friends.
All right, who's currently sleeping? I know Silas was sleeping and then got up. Is he back to sleep? I know you're asleep, Elliot.
Yes, it depends on how long after he's gone back in, but it'd probably take him at least half an hour to drop off after we come inside. So
he's probably still awake, actually, because Layseth heard the crackling sound as you were coming back in.
Well, he's still awake then.
All right. How about Richard? Is Richard awake? You asleep?
Richard's probably still asleep unless somebody woke him up. It's only been like 9.5 hours.
So Silas is awake but drifting back towards sleep. Jane is awake and Richard is asleep.
All right, Richard was down in the closet, so I'll go check on him first since we're downstairs.
Yeah, you find him with like a cigarette butt in his hand with like the ash on it, like almost an inch long. He just like fell asleep. He's lucky he didn't start a fire, especially in such a dry environment.
Mm-hmm.
I will gently take that from him.
Oh, it's out now. We all got lucky.
And in as much as there's anything normal about Richard, he looks like he's sleeping like a normal human.
All right.
Yeah, in a corner in a closet.
You know, like normal humans.
In as much as there's anything normal.
I will head upstairs and check on Elliot.
So, as you're climbing the stairs, you look over the edge and has Lyseth seen the Northern Lights?
Yes.
From above.
It's really cool seeing the Northern Lights from above, just saying. Anyway, there's a ripple of something that looks like the Northern Lights dancing in a spiral over Elliot's head. It's very faint, and if you weren't looking for it, you might miss it, because it's not really lighting up the room, but you're looking for something that's off.
I will call down into the main room. I do believe we have some trouble. If you wouldn't mind waking Richard and coming upstairs, please.
Yeah. I walk over to the closet and I'm gonna kick the door to wake him up. I'm not opening this.
When you kick it, he's like, I didn't take your goddamn cookie dough. What the hell? Why is it so fucking cold in here?
I knew you took my cookie dough.
What? Who are you?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Where the hell are... Oh, fuck. We're in Alaska, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
There's trouble. Maybe get up. Come on, let's go upstairs.
What the hell? I just fell asleep.
No, you didn't. You've been asleep for hours.
Is it daylight outside?
No, because we're in Alaska.
You're
In December.
In December.
Why am I
It's
here
a
in
half hour
Alaska?
of daylight.
I still don't know why I'm even here.
Because Lyseth wanted your help.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, or else.
She's not like that.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
So I stand up. What the hell? Who smoked my cigarette? And I like put it in the can I was using as an ashtray with like 4 others. And then he just stands up. Shit. Why'd you guys make my suit coat all wrinkly?
You can tell there's only a
Just
couple of hours
straighten it
left
out.
because we're also punches.
I leave Richard to get ready and go join Lyseth upstairs.
So I will sort of hold out a hand and keep everyone back as they're starting to come up and point out the area above Elliot's head. I don't want them getting too close without everyone seeing it first.
Do I see it?
You can see it. It's
Okay.
It's weird. So if Jane sticks her head outside, she'll still be able to see the Northern Lights, right?
Yes.
It's like that rippling wave of light, but it's not emitting light. It's more like the air is kind of wobbly. But it's enough to be seen once it's pointed out to you.
Okay. Well, I was gonna tell you I have a -1 in weird, so I don't know if she would have seen it.
No, it's a phenomenon that is visible, but if you
Okay.
kind of have to be looking for it.
Okay.
But I did specifically point it out to everyone as you're
Yes,
coming upstairs.
definitely.
so.
What the hell is that?
I believe that is an indication of that dream plane. And I believe that Elliot is, visiting it.
Oh, good. What do we do? Do we need to get dressed in our parkas?
I don't know if it
I'm
matters.
sleeping in my
Okay.
parka.
but
I'm not
perhaps you
taking any
should.
chances.
Okay, I go put on all of my jackets and bring up Latheth as well.
You look like the kid from fucking Christmas Story.
I have looked like that more than once as a child.
Rather that than lose your nose to frostbite.
True.
So I can only take 1 or 2 people at a time,
Ooh.
and there are 3 of you. So who would like to go first?
Go on then, you big strong lads.
Elliot's not there, buddy. You're going into Elliot's head.
I'm not going into anywhere.
No, I need you, Silas.
I'm not even going to finish that sentence.
That's for the best.
I assumed that Richard would be last in that one to volunteer.
Most likely.
Well then, yes, let's go. Let's do this thing.
All right. Jane, you're coming as well, or are you waiting?
I am coming as well. You're not leaving me alone with Richard.
All right, so I need to roll for weird to see.
We said the name of the show.
Roll credits.
Yeah, fucking, we're done.
The end.
We've been lifted from our curse.
Danny, what did you roll?
Oh shit!
You have luck.
Is Jane
Remember
gonna
that.
get? Is Jane gonna get spliced
We're
in
going to
two?
use luck.
Oh god.
I think you should probably use
Be
luck.
like the
yes.
scene
I
from
have to use
Resident
luck.
Evil with the elevator.
Because
Jeez.
otherwise we end up. Well, wait,
So for-
what is it?
It's bad. I think.
Right?
Splashed
Essentially.
across planes of existence. I
Let's do
think.
luck.
No, if it's under 7, nothing happens at all.
Oh, okay.
So we
Like, it
just,
just
sit,
completely
stand
fails.
there.
Between 7 and 9, something goes wrong.
Ooh, so it's better to get a really bad
Che-
roll.
check off that experience. I don't know if that's going to count for this.
I highly doubt we're gonna get.
We're not
what
gonna
is it,
level
like-
up, are we?
Yeah, I doubt we're gonna
Yeah.
get 6 or 8 failures.
And even if we do, it doesn't matter because these are prequel characters. So
Mostly.
No, I will go ahead and use luck so that we
Yep.
can get there.
So for those who don't know the Monster of the Week system, if you have a set amount of luck, and if you choose to use it, it is as if you rolled the best number possible, a 12, and what you want happens, but you only have a set amount, which for one shots is great. Campaigns a little harder. They're all starting with 2 luck because they would usually get 6?
7. Yeah,
Seven.
which we could literally probably do dang near every roll.
we just succeed every single roll.
Yeah, basically. So we decided to bring it down to 2 luck, and if those watching would like to give them more luck, feel free to donate and let me know.
I believe
'cause-
we've
Yes,
used.
please.
I think we've used 2 luck, haven't we? I think Danny just used one, and then I think somebody else used one earlier, didn't they?
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh no,
Drew
Drunder. We were gonna have Drunder have to roll luck if he was gonna crash the plane, but he rolled.
Yes, but
up.
I said I showed.
You rolled
I
really
showed
well,
you rather
so-
how I was still an adept at
Yes, indeed.
flying planes.
Sorry.
All right. So with your success of a 12, you are able to transport Jane and Silas over very easily. And again, you are standing in the middle of. I cannot overstate how barren and bleak and cold and sharp everything is around you. And the constellations are right if you look up at them and you know the constellations, but they're spinning.
Older here. Am I in my jackets?
Nope.
Yes, you're
Thank
what
God.
what you brought with you when Layseth plane jumped you is what you have.
Perfect.
Yep. Because we're jumping between planes, my angel's wings move will let me jump to anywhere I've visited before or to a person I know well.
Mm-hmm.
Will it take me directly to Elliot, or is it going to be weird be a dream thing? Either one will work, but
Yeah.
theoretically I could go to
Directly
Elliot
to
unless
him.
it's a weird dream thing.
I'm going to say it's a weird dream thing.
All right.
That said, though, when you arrive in the tundra, you knowing Elliot and knowing that you should have ended up near him, it's weird that you didn't, and B, you can feel kind of a magnetic pull in a direction.
And there's No
All right.
footprints, right? I'm still not leaving any footprints, right?
No footprints, but Lyseth can kind of sense where you might be.
Real quick, also, Solid Circle donated $10 to give Lyseth that luck back because I think we may end up
Thank
needing
you.
it.
Because I still have to go back and get Dick.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, he's not fucking Richard anymore. Let's be honest.
There's no time for that, Lisa.
Yeah, there better not be time for
We've
that.
got to rescue our friend.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing? That was wonderful.
Where are you going to find any? From some logger? My goodness. Show some decorum, Lisa. I expected better from you.
That's
We
lovely.
know that wasn't a curse and that was a name because Filbert has not yet given Lyseth the inside scoop on curse words and how to use them. So
True.
Accurate.
As far as she knows, it's just his name.
I will say though, Lyseth, now that you have a person that you transported in the plane and a person that you know back on the other plane, you can use the angel wings to pop back and forth.
Uh-oh.
Because
oh no,
Oh no!
our angel we need. It's always the person who we really need
right?
right at that
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
Well, why don't I have a go and see if I can conjure up some magic?
But
Ooh.
I mean,
Oh.
oh
Oh,
Wait,
there you are.
Are we back?
yeah,
Yes.
you
He's
are.
back.
Didn't even drop on the
Clancy.
layout. Awesome. Dang it,
Damn it,
Clancy.
Clancy.
Fucking the
All right.
switchboards.
Oh, she froze
Go
again.
and get Dick, Lisa.
Oh no! Now
that's
no. Okay, now
Oh,
you and Jeremy swapped on the layout. Cool. Thanks.
Are they in the right spots?
I gotta swap them back.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I don't know.
That's okay, that's
Like
okay.
everything just shut down.
There you go.
Not your fault.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm telling you, it's because we've been
I'm
going
dying.
for 21 hours and 46 minutes. Holy shit,
Congratulations,
everybody!
you guys.
I'm fucking
Computer's
dying.
just unsappy.
Clearly.
Oh, no.
Danny, what was the last thing that you heard?
That I can transport back and forth.
Yes,
So
because
I do want to go get Richard and bring him to the rest.
all right,
Mhm.
and you are able to do so without a hitch because now you have the anchor points. Basically, getting back out is going to require a roll, but having a
That's
person
okay.
having a person anchor you on either side basically gives you the zip line.
Okay.
So do you just appear next to me?
Yep.
This
Appear
is
behind-
Jesus in a suitcase. What the hell? Oh my god. What?
Do you
What?
Do you have
what
your jacket
want?
on?
Yeah,
We're
I mean,
going
Where are we going?
into Elliot's dream. Come on.
What the hell's that even mean?
That's
What the
why
hell's
we're
that
here.
even mean?
That's why we're here. Did you not listen last night?
No, you told
Put on
me
your jacket, darling.
your friend called me, and then I was here. Now I'm in fucking Alaska. And now you're
Yes,
taking me to
because this
God
is what
knows
we do. We
where.
save the world. Put on your jacket.
I didn't do anything. It was one three-headed squirrel. What the hell? One
Well.
time.
Just
Is he
grab
are you
him.
wearing your jacket?
He's got his jacket.
All right. I
okay.
just grab you and we go.
So
I was
he
gonna
just
say,
teleports.
I don't think we need the jackets in here, but yeah.
Wait, is it warmer here?
Cold
It's-
as
No,
hell.
we're still cold, but like, since it was a dream, I woke up.
You don't
or-
need jackets in
I mean,
hell.
I was in the dream and I didn't have anything, and I wasn't like dead. So I think you still feel cold, but not like, I don't know. I think it's not actually.
Listen, you're not
physical.
here.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, I am. I got a head start because I'm fucking running from the
You-
chittering.
You can certainly think that if you would like.
Oh god, my arm's gonna start falling off. No, I got my coat now. My leg's gonna fall off though. I got shorts on.
No, you have jeans. You have jeans on.
Okay.
So, so I get back, and do I end up in the same place as Silas and Jane?
Yes, because you're using Jane
Okay.
specifically as your anchor point to come back to.
Holy shit.
Dick.
Holy
I
shit.
knew you'd pop up.
I'm like feeling myself. You need to stop doing that shit. That's not
Right.
how this is supposed to work.
It wasn't
Elliot,
that
is this what-
bad.
Let's go.
Let's go. You
Yes,
just
start
abducted me.
walking.
Before, if I may, before we set off,
The daughter
with
of
my-
Lucifer.
no, she's nothing like him. Have you, with my sight, I am able to see the invisible, especially spirits, etc. can I see any such invisible force or perhaps spirits or things concealed with magic?
Do you need to roll anything to use the site?
No, I just see them.
Okay.
If there's ghosts, I can communicate with them.
All right. So opening your sight and looking around this barren land, you don't see spirits, but you see paw prints
Ah,
that look like they're made of light. That look like they're made of. I mean, you were just out under the northern lights. They shift and wobble like the northern lights, but they're in paw shape, kind of like a puddle holding its shape but reflecting light.
okay. Well, that in mind, I should also like to tune in to the monster in question, which does require a roll.
All right.
So I roll plus weird, and which will resolve that when the roll comes in. Give me one moment.
No moments, only Zool.
Oh dear, that's a 4. So I should be spending some luck.
I was gonna say I smell luck incoming.
Fuck
Yes.
that. Okay. Ugh.
So with spending luck, so I automatically get a 10 plus. I hold 3, and I am able to ask 3 questions of the keeper regarding the monster, which are as follows. Firstly, where is the creature right now?
The creature appears to be so. Lyseth indicated a direction where she thinks Elliot is. The paw prints are going in that direction, but in kind of a. You've seen cats bounce back and forth on things before, like that. It is not a straight line. It is a bounding, jumping something, and because it's a dream, things are a little bit hinky, but it's that way.
Very well. I suppose. Well, I suppose this is probably going to be self-evident, but what is it planning to do right now? I'm seeing into its mind, so to speak. I've attuned my mind to its mind.
So when you when you tune into its mind and you ask that question, you can smell the sharpness of the ice around you and feel the joy of the hunt.
Yes, I rather imagined that was the case. I guess the third question then should be, how can I attract its attention?
You need to be a bigger mental presence than the person that's running away from it.
I see.
Or rather,
well, I should relay
more
this
of a
information
prey.
to my compatriots. In addition to that, I also gain +1 ongoing while acting on the answers to those questions.
Okay.
Just so that you are aware. Friends, I can see the tracks of some sort of beast. It seems to be loping and bouncing and some sort of predatory cat. I dare say it's pursuing Elliot. It's going that way. Hello?
Yeah.
All right. Let us.
I wasn't sure if my
Proceed
internet had
following the
perhaps cut out there.
Everybody else's has, so.
Yeah.
Mine hasn't yet. Knock on wood.
Why would you say that, Tiana?
She knocked on wood. It's fine.
Hey, Tiana.
BB.
Because we're in a dream, I'm gonna try something stupid.
Oh, let's hear it.
Not stupid, but I'm like,
Not smart either.
well,
Borderline.
I'm
That's
kind
just
of
me.
thinking about the fact that like in dreams, if you can lucid dream, you can basically do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and summon a car so that we can catch up with Elliot a little bit faster.
What would that be? What kind of role? That's. Oh.
I'm gonna say that's either cool or weird.
Well, I will say you. DB, maybe not a car. I don't know if a
No,
car
something
would.
that's
Yeah,
like
a snowmobile-esque
Yeah.
dog sled.
No, I'm thinking more of like something that I think would be good enough on like the ice and the snow and everything that would
Yeah.
be fast enough to hopefully catch up and get past this monster to
Well,
get
you could
to
just
Elliot.
you could just imagine some kind of fantastical ice car.
A nice
Yeah,
car.
an ice car.
I mean, it's your dream, and
Why
I
not?
guess
It's
you could
from
do
your
an ice car.
it's from
yeah.
your imagination. It doesn't have to make sense.
I am going to say, DB, that this is going to be kind of like act under pressure because you're focusing your mind to try to make the environment do what you want it to do. So roll me act under pressure. Act under pressure.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so
Come
that's
on.
plus cool. I have a
How
1
cool are
in
you,
that.
Jane?
I have a 1.
Me too.
It's better than your weird,
We're
which is
very
why I
cool.
wanted to go with that.
Hold on, I just lost my dice.
It's gone forever.
I-
You'll never
Forever,
find
Hold
that.
on. That's an 8.
Okay. All right. So you're not going to be able to summon a ice car. Sorry.
Oh, sad day.
Curses.
It's fine.
Let me see.
What's a little bit worse than a car? Ice car.
I mean, dog sleds are pretty fucking cold.
An ice moped.
An ice moped that you can only ride one person.
Cross-country skis.
I mean, if you got 4 pairs of them.
Fuck that. I'm going to say that straight away. If it's a pair of cross-country skis, fuck that. I'm going home.
I'm walking.
My knees can't handle it.
Solid circles at a sled.
So, Jane, when you focus your mind on trying to control this dreamscape, this dream reality, basically, you feel something push back against your head. It's like an icicle shooting through your head, that sudden, sharp, cold pain. And the price that you pay for rolling that is that you take 1 harm.
Oh, good.
But a dog sled with a full team of barking huskies appears in front of you.
Cool beans.
Can they
And
be-
they are raring to go. Like, they're dancing around. They are waiting to go take off out in whatever direction you point them.
G, ha.
Cool. I have the feat driver.
I'm sorry, what?
One of my abilities is driver. You have +1 ongoing while driving. Plus, I can hotwire anything.
Literally
Okay,
driving
hotwire,
a team
go.
of dogs. Literally
Hotwire the dogs.
driving a team
No,
of dogs.
I don't need to hotwire anything. but
dangle,
I'm just saying.
dangle salmon treats in front of them.
Come on, guys.
Don't you go near any doggos with hot wire.
Driving forward the narrative.
So yeah, I'm gonna have everybody get on and
Then hotwire it.
then drive it.
So yeah, you pick up the hook you pick up the hook that's on the back of the sled, dug into the ice to keep the dogs from dragging the sled away without you, and you hook it onto the back of the sled. Somehow you just know how to do this. There's something about the dream that is like, okay, you have basically the necessary skills to do this. Let's just have you do this as if it were instinct. And you kick off, you push forward, and you call the command to the dogs, and you are racing across this icy tundra. And as you guys are racing across, we're going to take a break real quick because we could all use the restroom.
Comfort
Yes.
break.
Yeah, exactly. So
Gotta
stick
find my
with us.
dice.
I don't know how long this break is going to be, but we're going to be ramping up here pretty soon because we've got an hour left.
Yes.
Yeah, probably be a
Yep,
pretty
yep,
short
yep,
one.
yep, yep, yep.
All right. Be right back,
All right.
everybody.
All right.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt! No! Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
Yeehaw! Welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. What in tarnation is Shitty Cowboys? We're an actual play Dungeons & Dragons bi-weekly Twitch stream and podcast set in the West Hollow setting. That's right, it's Dungeons and Dragons and Cowboys. What else more could you ask for? Follow Sean Marston and Jambalaya Pendergrass as they travel across West Hollow and get into some cowboy trouble. Find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/OneShotOnslaught every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every other Wednesday wherever you get your podcast. Now go on, get to subscribing.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together.
Lasath, the Divine.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with my car.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, Elderly Vampire.
They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday.
Hey everyone, it's your Dungeon Master Adam here to tell you all about One Shot Onslaught. We are an actual play D&D 5e podcast that even follows some of the rules.
Rules? No one said there'd be rules.
We play through popular one-shot modules from DMsGuild.com so that you can drop in at any episode. We have Lord Sean Snow, the hero's hero, who is a 140-year-old human wizard.
I cast magic and missile up its butthole!
Death, the tiefling rogue who only eats raw meat.
Did somebody say meat?
The dwarf druid Ironclaw who loves nature almost as much as he loves oatmeal.
Cinnamon oatmeal, or get the F out.
And last but not least, we have Ted, the tiefling bard who loves to jam out on his magic guitar and skadoosh on his magic flying broom.
Skadoosh.
Find us wherever you download your podcast and follow us on all social media at One Shot Onslaught.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Gerundu.
And we are the hosts of Majestic Goose's newest podcast, Dice Talk. Dice Talk is a Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop podcast that dives into the deep topics of tabletop role-playing games.
Join us as we speak with passionate content creators, podcasters, authors, and more as we discuss all manner of tabletop and geek-related content.
Dice Talk is a bi-weekly show, so we're hitting your podcatcher with brand new episodes every other week, filling your ears with exclusive interviews and conversations that you can't find anywhere else.
Every episode is a new opportunity to hear from different creators in the tabletop community and just talk about Dungeons & Dragons and any other tabletop games that have made us who we are.
Dice Talk, now on the Majestic Goose Podcast Network. Make sure you check us out and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
A Majestic Goose Podcast.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt. No. Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
Yeehaw! Welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. What in tarnation is Shitty Cowboys? We're an actual play Dungeons & Dragons bi-weekly Twitch stream and podcast set in the West Hollow setting. That's right, it's Dungeons and Dragons and Cowboys. What else more could you ask for? Follow Sean Marston and Jambalaya Pendergrass as they travel across West Hollow and get into some cowboy trouble. Find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/OneShotOnslaught every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every other Wednesday wherever you get your podcast. Now go on, get to subscribing.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together.
Lasath, the Divine.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with my car.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, Elderly Vampire.
They broke the mold when they made Philbert.
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday.
Hey everyone, it's your Dungeon Master Adam here to tell you all about One Shot Onslaught. We are an actual play D&D 5e podcast that even follows some of the rules.
Rules? No one said there'd be rules.
We play through popular one-shot modules from DMsGuild.com so that you can drop in at any episode. We have Lord Sean Snow, the hero's hero, who is a 140-year-old human wizard.
I cast magic and missile up its butthole!
Death, the tiefling rogue who only eats raw meat.
Did somebody say meat?
The dwarf druid Ironclaw who loves nature almost as much as he loves oatmeal.
Cinnamon oatmeal, or get the F out.
And last but not least, we have Ted, the tiefling bard who loves to jam out on his magic guitar and skadoosh on his magic flying broom.
Skadoosh.
Find us wherever you download your podcast and follow us on all social media at One Shot Onslaught.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Gerundu.
And we are the hosts of Majestic Goose's newest podcast, Dice Talk. Dice Talk is a Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop podcast that dives into the deep topics of tabletop role-playing games.
Join us as we speak with passionate content creators, podcasters, authors, and more as we discuss all manner of tabletop and geek-related content.
Dice Talk is a bi-weekly show, so we're hitting your podcatcher with brand new episodes every other week, filling your ears with exclusive interviews and conversations that you can't find anywhere else.
Every episode is a new opportunity to hear from different creators in the tabletop community and just talk about Dungeons & Dragons and any other tabletop games that have made us who we are.
Dice Talk, now on the Majestic Goose Podcast Network. Make sure you check us out and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
A Majestic Goose Podcast.
In a world where adventure awaits and danger lurks around every corner, an unlikely group of friends find themselves on the path to becoming heroes. But school will only get them halfway. Merlin, the human warlock barber guy.
Oh god, no, I gotta buff his butt. No. Can I refuse business?
Ubo, the turtle artificer.
Well, it doesn't work yet, but I'm working on it.
Ultrex, the discarded warforged paladin.
I don't eat or sleep or wear clothes, so I just sit in the corner and wait.
And Clyde, the Goliath barbarian in skinny jeans.
They're called skinny pelts, okay?
Find us on iTunes or wherever you download your podcast by searching for Halfway to Heroes.
Yeehaw! Welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. What in tarnation is Shitty Cowboys? We're an actual play Dungeons & Dragons bi-weekly Twitch stream and podcast set in the West Hollow setting. That's right, it's Dungeons and Dragons and Cowboys. What else more could you ask for? Follow Sean Marston and Jambalaya Pendergrass as they travel across West Hollow and get into some cowboy trouble. Find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/OneShotOnslaught every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and every other Wednesday wherever you get your podcast. Now go on, get to subscribing.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper, and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together.
Welcome back, everybody. Tiana, take it away. Please don't kill me.
No promises. No promises. Most of you are one-shot characters.
Plot armor.
Plot armor. All right. So as Jane gets the dog sled all set up, everyone hops in. You go taking off across this frozen tundra, following. Hey, kid.
Oh God.
Where'd you find that?
Okay. Sorry. He's been watching this.
Oh, in the streets of
this YouTube
of fascist
channel
London.
called Spy Ninjas, and they were these they're called hackers, and they wear that mask, that Guy Fawkes mask, and he's been fucking dying for that mask to get here, so he wanted to show it on stream. I apologize.
You don't have to justify it to us.
I didn't.
We're cool with that.
I
I think
only.
the real question is why aren't we all wearing them?
That's true. I
Remember.
I looked up and saw Guy Fawkes being pulled away, and I'm like, "Whoa, what is
Get out of
happening?"
here!
Kikar spending bits to try and erase Silas from history by removing
Well,
his plot
I
armor.
think. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Kikar, we need. I do appreciate the bits, I do, but we need extra donations. We gotta hit that 3,000 so that we can open up.
You can take away Richard's plot armor. He's Filbert's great grandfather.
Dude, fuck Richard.
I'm your great grandpa. Too late.
That would explain so much.
Unless I die right
So many
now.
birthdays.
Oh, gee, the ground opens up under Richard, and then the Arctic swallows him whole.
Jeremy, see you in a little bit. Talk to you in Discord.
No, I'm teasing. All right, so as you go racing across this frozen tundra, Laceth and Silas are both able to direct based on. It's a little harder for Silas because the paw prints. I didn't mention, but I probably should have. The paw prints are bigger than your hand.
I just assumed that they would have been. I mean, we've not come out of here looking for a fox or a wolverine.
And well, it's funny that you should mention fox because it's hard to pin down what kind of species it is. It doesn't look feline or canine. It kind of looks both. Or
It's an Arctic civet I've heard so much about.
not even so much that it's both, but as paws land on one spot, it's feline, and then you look at the next spot and they're canine when they land. So it's like it's shifting, perhaps.
Well, we've got some sort of shifting animal pursuing a friend. I'm not going to worry overly much about what kind of animal it is. Suffice to say, it has large paws and has murderous intent. That's all I need to know.
The dogs are fresh, and this is their sort of territory. So I mean, your eyes actually tear up a little bit from how fast you're going, and it's also the cold, but it's. You're
Goodness, did you see that? That one took a shit and didn't even stop running.
They're good.
Did you see that? That's incredible.
And they are hauling across the tundra. This is a team of 10 pulling you across. And Laceth is able to direct pretty capably. And we'll switch over to Elliot, who just got some terrible news.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm still running. Do I see anything behind me?
Do you look?
Yeah, I think every no. Do I sense anything about no? It's like it's kind of like so I'm running full speed. I imagine that in this dream realm, like I'm not getting tired, right? Like I can just keep running full tilt. And never have to like stop and catch my breath. So I'm just like sprinting as fast as I can. I think like every like 30 seconds or so, I'll just glance back and see if anything's I'm still running away from where I perceive that echoing of that chittering to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's fair. What's your sharp, my friend?
I don't think it's that good. I think Filbert's is a little bit better. Yeah, it's 0.
Okay, I'd like you to just roll me a straight sharp check. Because that's the best to perception that I can think of.
I'm sitting here. See, I haven't played Roll for Weird in a while. I was looking for my Roll 20, and I forgot I've got physical dice here.
Real dice.
6 and a 1, so that is splitting the difference. 7 even.
Okay, you don't see anything for a while you're running, and time doesn't seem to exist in this place. It is just dark, with the spinning stars overhead, making you a little bit dizzy if you glance up. But as you are making your way, you actually start to see a little bit of variance in the terrain. Not much, a hillock here and there, but it stands out against the complete flatness that was there before. And as you bound around one of those hillocks, you glance back, and as you've changed angle a little bit, and you see something. It's hard to make out at a glance, but if you look again, it's like the outline of a creature drawn in stars and wavering lights.
Like ground level?
Well, when you glance back, it's pouncing across a piece of terrain, but yeah, it does come down to the ground. And what makes you see it is that it is a very still patch of stars with lights wavering over it. It's not like the twirling overhead. It is a starry creature, basically.
Do I have my so like my weapons Elliot has it's a pocket knife, like a multi-tool pocket knife, and a hunting rifle. Do I have either of those with me?
No.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Actually, I will say, because you would carry like a Swiss Army knife in your pocket on a day-to-day basis. You have that in your pocket.
So because it was kind of like in this where okay.
Yeah, because you think of it as being part of you, like these clothes that you wear.
I'm not going to square off against this thing. I'm going to continue to run full tilt away from it as fast as I can, but it looks like I think this thing is going to be catching up to me any moment now, because these leaps seem to be a little bit faster than my strides.
And this thing, I didn't say, it's enormous.
I assume so, after mentioning the paw prints being bigger than Silas's hands, so...
Yeah. You can't get a good sense for the size of it because it's moving so much. But when it lands and it crouches kind of like a husky, actually, before and like wriggles its haunches before going for that next spring. This thing is the size of a house.
Oh shit! I wasn't picturing it that big. Okay.
And I mean, not like a 3-story house or whatever, but a decent size,
And I've got a pocket knife, and a mundane. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna keep going and start yelling, "Lisa, now be a good poof in." Silas, Richard, anybody really?
Are you shouting?
Fuck yeah, I guess I am.
Okay. Back on the dog sled, over the sounds of the happy barks and the yips and the sounds of dogs breathing, you can hear Elliot's voice. So you are close enough to hear the echo of his voice.
Can these dogs go any faster, Jane?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna push the dogs harder.
Hot wire harder.
You know what? These are dogs that are used to being held back a little bit, and so when you yell to them, mush, little bit faster, and they're gone. Like, you're hanging on as best as you can. These dogs are moving. Have you ever tried to catch a husky in full sprint, Adam?
Used to have one.
Yeah, They're assholes too. They don't want to be caught.
No. And I mean that is the nice thing about sled dogs is that they want to run like that. And if you give them a job, man, they are on it. So yeah, these dogs are moving. So as you feel like Lisa, you feel that pull a little bit stronger, like you're getting closer. And as you come over the terrain is shifting. It comes over a very slight rise. You see the creature. And to you, it's clear as day. This is, you know, those Babylonian winged big cat things
a Lamassu.
Yeah,
those.
Lamassu.
It looks kind of like that, but also like as it jumps, it also looks like a massive dog, possibly a dire wolf. And as it jumps again, it shifts into maybe a fox. This is an animal that is on the move as it jumps from place to place, and you can see Elliot, tiny, running full tilt. And I mean, this creature could have caught him ages ago, easily. It's toying with him. It's enjoying watching him run.
Does it have 4 or 6 legs?
It changes.
Yeah.
Generally, it has 4, but every once in a while, when it lands in the Lamassu form, it's 6. I think is what you're asking. So it's a shifty critter, and it is hauling ass, but it's playing with Elliot.
Well, what the fuck is that thing?
I think that's the thing we need to go after.
It's about to be stopped in its tracks.
I pull out my 9mm, and even though it's too far to hit from here, I'm just like, that thing better fucking stop. I'm gonna shoot it.
That actually might not be a bad plan. We can attract the attention to the group of us rather than Elliot, who is on his own.
His arms are like shaking and stuff. This is like by far the craziest thing he has ever seen.
Same. By the freezing winds of the Arctic Circle, may this spell give you a purple nurple.
What was that for? Did that do something?
Did you give somebody a purple nurple?
Okay, I didn't know if you were just saying that.
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth. Yes, I have cast a spell to restrain this creature of stars and animalistic fervor.
Okay, so you are open.
Rolling for weird.
Open says me. Come on. No, you're using magic.
Yes.
All right, so you are planning to trap a specific person, minion, or monster by using magic?
Yes.
All right, roll for me.
I know it's chasing my friend, so I can take +1 forward from that. That's a 9 + 1 is 10 + 2 weird is 12.
Perfect. All right, so you're able to gather as the dog sled is racing across this tundra. It's kicking up pieces of ice and little bits of the land underneath, and you're able to use your magic to gather those up into a ball of light and energy and ice and send it after this creature. And as it flies toward it, it takes on the shape of a net, woven together as a great big ass fishing net, and it ropes around this thing. And because you got a 12,
I did take Hex as a move, so in addition to whatever bonus thing you want to give me, I have some other things that I also will get as a bonus.
I'm looking forward to this. It's like a creature getting caught by a bolo, where it like wraps around the legs. This net wraps.
Oh, believe
around...
me, I got some experience in that field.
Go away, Jambalaya. This isn't your game. Yeah, you are able to throw this net around this thing, and it hits the ground and slides. For the first time, Elliot, you actually get this thing gets pretty close to you as it hits the ground and slides because it loses control. And I mean, you can feel its cold breath breathing down your neck as it falls and slides.
It's got breath?
You interpret it as breath, maybe? Okay. There's something cold down the back of your neck that wasn't there before. But this thing is restrained. And I'm going to say that it does 1 harm to it. And
in addition,
what does your hex do, my friend?
in addition, I can choose to either inflict disease, inflict immediate +2 harm, ignoring armor, or have the target break something important or precious.
What would you like to do?
Now, I can't see that this creature is carrying anything important or precious. It's a creature composed of stars.
Get his wallet!
So which leaves inflict disease. Now, on a metaphysical level, if this is some creature of stars and malevolence, I'm not sure it could be affected by disease, but I'm jolly game to give it a try.
So as your net tightens around this thing, it lets out a howl that makes all of your dogs just stop, because that is a sound they don't want to get close to. But it is a sound of pain and malevolence and rage as your disease goes through, because it's magic and this thing is a creature of magic. So you don't inflict disease per se, but you're sucking a little
magical
of its
ailment.
connection away. Yeah,
Yes.
you're sucking a little of its connection away, basically, because this thing is tied into this dreamscape. So that is 2 harm.
Incredible. Yes, well, I think that should probably do for me.
I will yell for Elliot to come towards us.
Elliot.
And Elliot, you are close enough to hear them and get a sense of direction to where they are.
Am I able to? What's it looking like, this star monster, and my chances of? Because they're like towards behind me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'd have to like go around it, right?
Yes.
Is that looking fine still?
It is restrained, at least for the moment.
Exactly.
It is definitely like shifting and throwing itself against its metaphysical bonds.
All right,
chuffing and snarling and just all of the most animalistic, horrible noises that you can imagine. That's the sounds that it's making.
Oh, you know what? No, shoot. That would have been really good. I almost took the let's get out of here. No, not let's get out. Panic button. Where if you needed an escape route, name the route you'll try and roll plus sharp instead of a whatever, and if you roll it. But I ended up not taking that one. But I think this one may... this may come into play right here. The one that I did end up taking from Jeremy, donating and giving us another a skill book. I ended up taking what could go wrong. Whenever you charge into immediate danger without hedging your bets, hold 2, and you may spend your hold to inflict a harm. I don't think that wouldn't be relevant. Reduce someone else's harm, or take 2 plus forward on act under pressure rolls. Do you think that ability would work into this? Because it's kind of charging into immediate danger, but also like I'm not running at this thing to fight it, so I don't know if it would fit in or not.
I don't think that applies to this, just because this thing is restrained, and you can see that it's, for the moment at least, it's not being able to break free. So you may want to leg it, but you're not in immediate danger, even if you run pretty close to it.
Dang it! That panic button would have been clutch right there. Though. But okay, so I'm gonna start to try to run towards my friends and group up at least.
All right. So this creature is laser focused on you. So as you're running around it, it's like
a laser.
It's like sea lioning a little bit to like flop around and follow you with its eyes. But it doesn't change shape while it's doing that. Something about this restraint that's holding it is also holding it in this singular form. And at the moment, it looks a little bit more like a bear.
Ursa Major.
Big ass bear.
Some major pain in my ass.
So, Am I able to sort of gather that this is the thing that has been causing the problems?
That seems a pretty fair guess, yes.
Okay. I wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Detective Lasath.
There are big things out there. This might just be its pet.
Entirely fair.
No,
entirely
it really
fair. I'm
is,
just being a tosser.
Someone
don't
may
worry
have
about
sent this thing
Yeah.
for fun.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just being awkward.
Yeah.
Just the drink and the punchiness is starting to take off.
You're fine, buddy.
And how close are we?
I mean, you're still a little ways away. You're close enough that Elliot can hear you yell, but the dogs have stopped because they heard that howl and they are just like,
Oh.
For the podcast listeners, it was backpedaling.
I think that's implied by.
We'll edit in Danny and or Dragbait, who have both been doing amazing editing episodes. Whoever edits this one will edit in some fucking. I don't know how you would find dog sled breaking.
Teaching breaks.
Dog sled breaks. I don't know what you would search for to find that.
We'll find something, I'm sure.
kind of a skidded across.
Just put tire
ice.
squeals on it. It'll be hilarious.
Fucking drone, dude.
Oh man.
Look at some 1960s chase music or something, like 70s funk chase music and some tire squeals.
That's awful, and I love it.
Yeah, Lasath's question about how far they are from it. Also, I want to ask how close am I? Like, going around it? How far am I from them? And is it going to eat me up in one bite as soon as I get right next to it?
It is restrained, so as long as you stay away from its mouth, you should be pretty okay. Going at the speed that you had been going earlier, it'll probably take you about 5 to 7 minutes to get to them. Like this is open space.
Yeah. Shit.
Where you can just see forever.
Oh god.
Silas, how long do you think you can hold that thing?
I'm not entirely sure. It seems like it's probably going to break free any second, to be quite honest with you. It's rather powerful.
Right.
What it might be worth doing is me trying to enhance Elliot, perhaps.
That would not be a terrible plan. Yeah,
Could
that
you
would
perhaps
not be a
rescue
terrible
it,
plan.
bring him back to us with your teleportation?
Well, things seem a little bit odd here. I could get to him. We could see if I could get back properly to the rest of you.
Well, failing that, I suppose you're probably the most martially inclined of us all. Perhaps you should teleport to him, see if you can bring him back, and if not, I shall try and enhance his running speed or something.
All right, well, I will try teleporting to him.
All right, so you are able to teleport to him, no problem. It's not far. You can see him, and you're friends with him. You know him.
Okay.
So you're able to blink into existence next to him.
Oh, I'm so afraid to try.
You got one No, you got both left.
You got two.
I got.
Because the solid circle.
You've gone back, yeah.
But I also want to make sure
Yeah,
it will take 2 trips to get everyone back out of here. I think.
But
I'm not sure.
At the same time, though, I think if we came to kill this thing, I think we need to. I see what you mean. Even after we kill it, we still do need to get out of
We
here.
have to get out of here.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I thought you were
So-
planning on getting out or getting away and then bailing.
So, Laseth, when you land next to Elliot, this creature is looking at Elliot, and its focus shifts to you, and you can feel the weight of its regard. This is something that is as old as you are, possibly older. There's something about this primal creature of the universe. You may have encountered something like this before. This is the sort of creature that the god of the wild hunt would harness. That's sort of not necessarily the same thing, but something similar. This is a perfect hunter. created from the basest instincts of the universe.
But it doesn't belong here.
You are correct. This is a thing that that warps reality wherever it goes.
Which leads me to believe that banishing it might not be an ideal situation, because it would simply continue to cause problems wherever it ended up.
And as it looks at you, Layseth, it snarls, and there's no words. That primal instinct, there's no speech. But you get the sense of it communicating anyway. A sense of, leave me to my rightful prey, basically.
I will look up at it. I will draw my sword and plant it tip down in front of me and stand in front of Elliot. The human realm is not for you to use as a playground. Return to your home and leave them be, and we will leave you.
If a bear could laugh, this one does. And it shifts and presses against Silas's bonds, and you see some of the ropes of the net snap.
Fuck.
It's not free, but it's getting there.
Right. Well, I guess I will try to stab it.
All right.
It's a terrible plan. We're all gonna die.
Is it literally just like a star constellation of like a bear, and so like there's like a bunch of empty spaces?
No, so what this is basically more like, it's like if you took an outline and drew the shape of a bear on the outside, and then
just applied a texture to that outline.
Like
Exactly.
the Northern Lights texture.
Well, it would be the stars first.
Starscape.
The starscape, and the starscape is very still within it, unlike these spinning stars above you.
Mhm.
But the northern lights are moving across it, like not in the soft waves that Danny and I are familiar with, that are comforting and warm for all that that's freezing cold. This is like lightning sparking across its body in bright greens and purples and reds. What would you all like to do?
Well, do either of you have anything you can do at this range?
I will have to get closer.
Very well.
I
Dick.
get off. I get off the sled and I'm gonna run towards Layseth.
I mean, Richard has a gun. He has a 9mm, but he's really got to be kind of close for it to be effective.
True.
Well, I guess while you guys are closing the distance over the spectral snow, Silas is going to try and reinforce his binding spell.
Okay.
I had a rhyme and I can't. I'm trying to Doctor Strange-esque rhyme and I can't think of it now. Oh, foul beast, who is restrained, take this punishment without complaint!
Roll for weird.
We shall. 2d6. It's a 9 plus 2 is an 11.
All right. So if it works without issue, you do see the oh cute. You do see the ropes of your net, the ones that had snapped, fall back or slide back into place and tighten down. So the creature makes that horrible grinding noise again. right in Laceth's face, practically. But it is held, at least for the moment. And Laceth, you said you wanted to stab it?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Roll. Is it kick some ass for you?
Yeah.
All right, roll that for me, please.
That's 12 plus 2 is 14.
Ah, brilliant. All right, so
this is why I like real life dice.
Me too. So pick your enhanced effect.
I will inflict double the normal harm because my flaming sword is 3 harm, fire, and holy. So that would be 6 harm, fire, and holy.
Dang. All right, so Laceth pulls the sword up and out of the ground in one smooth move and stabs forward. The most glorious fencer's lunge you've ever seen. And everyone else watches as this blade of holy fire stabs into this creature that is made of constellations and stars and the northern lights. And where she stabs, you see a couple stars go out. And the light that has been arcing across the body, it's like when a rock hits a piece of glass, where there's that one central entry point, and then just splintering light off in every direction across this thing as it yowls in pain. But because you chose to not take any harm, it snaps at you as well.
Yeah.
Do you have any armor?
I do. I've got 1 armor.
Okay. Then as it snaps forward with its giant teeth that are not restrained, unfortunately, one part of the teeth skids off of your holy armor, but you take 2 harm.
Okay.
All right, so that was Silas and that was Laceth. What would everyone else like to do?
I was running up. When I get close enough, I'm pulling out my shotgun and taking a shot.
You'd be pretty close.
Jane's
first.
got a shotgun.
Jane's got a shotgun.
I love it. So you'll have to get pretty. You'll have to be pretty close for that, but you are. I mean, seeing Laceth get hurt, puts wings to your feet, so to speak. So you are able to get there really fast, just fucking hauling ass across the terrain. And you're able to get up close enough. It's turned kind of sideways because that's where Elliot was when Laceth came up on it. So you're able to fire your shotgun into its haunch, basically. So roll your appropriate stat for that, please. That is kick some ass, I believe.
Yes, which is plus what? I forget. I'm sorry.
Tough.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I have 0 tough.
I'm
I'm not tough.
That's still more than me.
I'm not tough. 8. Why did that take me so long to count? It was 4 plus. It was 2 4s.
And we know that you don't have
Math
a
is
plus,
hard.
so you were.
Yeah, I know. I'm tired. Leave me alone.
That's true. You have been. Hey, Dragman,
Grundy.
thank you.
I'm in exactly the same boat you are.
I
are
totally
all-time.
understand. I am not, but I also, this is the first thing I've done today.
Yeah. Fuck you.
But it is a big thing, so thank you, Tiana.
Yes.
Name a time and place to undo.
Well.
All right, so
Too hot for TV.
3 harm.
3 harm, thank you.
Yeah, and I think I take some harm too because
An 8.
Yeah.
didn't roll well.
Yeah, so as you fire the shotgun, you do cause some damage to it. Like you watch some of the stars ripple as this thing cries out in that animalistic, but it's starting to sound a little more what you would recognize as human, a little. And it tenses its muscles and breaks a couple more of the ropes, and it turns and it looks at you, Jane. And it is like, it looks at you and it looks you up and down, sniffing the air, and you can see saliva dripping out of the corner of its mouth.
Gross.
You don't take any harm, but you have this thing's attention.
Mm.
Cool beans.
Yeah, Laceth doesn't like that.
Dick, Elliot, what would you like to do?
I'd like to Dick Elliot, please.
It looks like Jeremy's unmuting. I'll let Jeremy go first if he's ready.
I don't know that I am ready. I just have this little gun.
Yeah, well, so as the mundane, I don't have like a shit ton of really cool stuff. Apparently all I've got is this pocket knife, so I can't really exactly do a lot of damage. But seeing this thing's attention,
you fool!
seeing this thing's attention turn towards Jane, I'm gonna use Power of Heart, which is a pretty cool mundane thing where when fighting a monster, if you help somebody, well, I guess this isn't help someone. That's like if they're like doing a thing, right? Yeah. So this would be different. It's help someone or protect someone, but those are reactions, right? So I don't even need to do those yet.
Sure. But you can be ready. You can stand ready if it goes after her, I guess.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll do that. So it actually now that I'm realizing there's help out and protect someone. Help out, I don't think would be relevant, so I don't think I'd be able to use that thing because that's I don't.
Want me to cock your shotgun for you?
Yeah, no, I can help out. Like I will. Like I said, I'm not gonna damage this thing. So seeing its attention turn towards Jane, I'll just making sure that I don't have any cool like mundane stuff that I can do. Yeah, I will just make sure that I'll like kind of ready myself to try to protect, and even if it's like just like distract the thing, fucking throw my pocket knife at it because I'm not gonna stab it with it.
Right.
So if at least like if it starts to lunge towards Jane, I'll like chuck up my pocket knife at it, I guess.
All right, Dick, anything from you?
I mean, he's like, no, fuck that! And he shoots at it, but it probably misses.
Yeah, you're a little bit too far away to get a good shot on this thing, especially running. You can kick some ass if you would like, but you would have to roll well to be able to hit it.
Yeah, I guess so. He's just running. I mean, he's just super freaked out, so he is going to probably fire that gun despite it probably not being great. And, well, actually, I got a 10 plus 0, 10.
10 was where I had set the level in my head. So that actually, there's like the bravery born of stupidity and fear kick in right about now, and you're able to hit it with a bullet. I mean, you fire like 3 or 4 times, but one of them hits.
All right.
How much damage do you do?
2, I believe, with a 9mm pistol.
Yeah, 2, and it's loud.
It is very loud, and you hear this thing yowl again. It's still focused on Jane.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's all he's got in him. He's looking at the gun like, why didn't you kill it?
You're a fucking gun.
Right?
You're a gun. You killed Space Lamias or whatever, Lamasus.
So this creature shifts again, still like looking at Jane, and like rolls to get its feet under it, so to speak, and starts like concentrated and working against this magic. Silas's magic is good, and he put a lot of power behind it, but this thing is a creature that is older than the universe. So it strains and pushes and starts to, I mean, you can see the strings just snapping all around it. And where it snaps, there's little bits of light that come off of it, little flashes of the northern light. And it's going to be free soon.
All right. Your continued existence is to me a puzzle. Be restrained by this arcane muzzle. And we'll try and clamp something over its slathering celestial jaws.
Okay.
That's the 4.
That's
Plus
bad.
2 plus 1 is 9.
Okay. It works, but imperfectly. So you are trapping it. Let's see. What is your glitch? As the muzzle.
I'm talking shit. Sorry, that was my extremely poor mental arithmetic. That was a 7.
That sounded like really bad math. I heard.
Yes. I'm sorry. I've been awake for far too many hours. And now
I heard your numbers, and I'm like, did I miss one?
That's what I was
yes,
thinking.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
I added 2 twice.
Well, I mean, 7 to 9 is the same thing as far as using magic goes.
That's true. I'll take a glitch of some description.
Yes. So the muzzle does clamp down successfully, closing its mouth and dropping like this nasty colored saliva all over the snow. But as it clamps around the muzzle of this thing, you're not quite able to control it as well because you're frustrated or something went wrong. And your problematic side effect is that Lyseth was standing a little bit too close and got caught in the ensnaring as well.
All right.
You specified celestial being and wasn't specific enough.
Well, is she wearing? So I suppose she's just wearing a muzzle. Sorry about that. That was,
well,
from my-
I mean, yeah.
from my private collection.
Son of a bitch.
Oh shit!
I shall dispel that then.
I was doing chat work and I didn't realize what was happening at the time. Oh shit!
Sorry, what?
I was doing chat stuff and I didn't realize that Silas had just muzzled Lyseth.
It's all good.
You look so annoyed. I'm sorry.
Well, come on. I've been rolling pretty bloody well up until now.
You were due.
Cut me some slack. I see you waving your bloody pistols about. I'm sorry, Lyseth.
It's fine. Lyseth does not need to speak in order to stab.
Accurate.
And she will stab.
Rather undignified.
12.
I like that look on your face, Danny. Excellent.
I'm so used to using Roll20 where I roll like 2s. But no, that's 12 plus 2 is 14, so.
All right. So pick your enhanced effect.
Oh, gosh. I really want to do double the harm and hurt it more, but that will put me unstable.
Oh shit! What does
If
that
it
mean
lets me
in
back.
Monster of the Week? If you're
I
unstable?
can try and heal you with magic.
I don't remember what that means in Monster of the Week if you're unstable. Is it unconscious like a D&D?
No.
No,
Okay.
it means that you need to get immediate
In
attention,
medical
though, or you
hospital
will
care.
start to bleed out.
Mm-hmm.
Even for our divine friend.
With what? What did we decide? Silver blood?
Yes, Silverblood. Crap.
Take the
I
no
guess-
harm and
Yeah,
I'll try
I'll-
and see if I can inflict more damage with a hex effect next round.
I just worry because it's focused on Jane and I don't want that.
I'm fine.
She's got a shotgun.
I got a shotgun. It did damage.
All right, I'll go with taking no harm.
All
but
right.
it still gets 3 harm from me.
So it does.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
Cool. Shoot it.
Wow, didn't see that coming. that's like Filbert all over.
I'm
again.
sorry,
Like fucking
Filbert, yes.
Shotgun.
The one-trick pony strikes again.
What? Literally everybody in the main
11.
Roll for Weirdcast has magic. Except
Aye.
It's true.
That's a good one there.
All right. What is it? What extra effect would you like with your kick some ass?
I think I'm gonna do. Oh no, I'm gonna take no harm.
Well, you can't take no harm because you rolled an 11.
Oh, what is? I'm so sorry, I don't have
think
that
it's
up. What
12
is the
plus.
effect that I can
So on
You can
10
take one
pl-
less.
Yeah, on 10 plus
Take
you
one
can.
less.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, you're shooting into this thing's face basically because it is focused on you, And as you do so, one of its paws breaks loose of Silas's binding and swipes at you. You have heard it. Do you have any armor? Okay. So how much damage does your shotgun do?
3.
Yeah, swiping at you with its paw, it does 3 harm to you as well.
Is this
good?
Is this where I could protect someone for
Yes.
that? I could, even
Yes.
though it's like a reaction to her.
It's protect someone when you prevent harm to another character. I think you can do that even if it's a reaction.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so, because I guess monsters in Monster of the Week only do damage on reactions, right?
Yes.
So I guess I would have to. Okay, so I get to roll a plus tough. What is my tough? I don't think it's a +1. He's tougher than Filbert is.
It's tougher than Janus.
It was another 6 and a 1. So that's gonna be 7. That's gonna be 7 plus 1. So that's gonna be 8 total. You'll protect someone okay. You'll protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all the harm they are going to get.
All right, so you like try to dart in front of Jane, but your foot slips a little bit, so you're not able to completely take the blow of the celestial paw, but you are able to absorb some of it from her. So you take 2 harm and she takes 1.
God,
sorry, I was
about to be
coughing. How much did I take?
You take 2.
It takes 2, baby. It takes 2, baby. Ignoring armor.
All right, who has not gone this round?
Dick.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Dick hasn't shot it this turn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how many bullets I would have in this thing. This
Sure, it's a
9mm.
dream.
Probably at least 7.
It's a dream.
At least.
So like
1,000.
You probably have it. You probably have an extended mag. I would imagine you have like one of the 20s.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot again, rapid burst fire, and I hope I hit at least once.
Roll, kick some ass.
5.
Ah.
And some of that luck.
You do have luck, yes.
You do.
That is true. I'll spend it to succeed. It's a 12.
Cool. All right. So, what enhanced effect would you like?
I drive the beast off. I that's too much. I have some sort of substantial effect on it.
No. That actually works.
Okay.
So, what happens here? You land all 3 bullets square between its eyes as you're running. You have steadied a little bit. A part of your brain is like, this isn't real, this isn't real, this isn't real. And that helps steady your hands a bit. And when you do so, the creature does a whole body shudder and the bindings come off of it because it's done. And it snarls at you, Richard, but then begins to pounce at Jane, its mouth open and salivating.
Nope, it doesn't. Nope, I'm gonna react, and I'm gonna protect someone.
I already did my protect someone too, I think.
Well,
you can do it more than once.
This is essentially a new round. Think of it that way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
me and Laysa are like racing to this love triangle is racing to protect
Tough.
Jane.
11 plus 2 is 13.
Okay.
I did. Okay, I was gonna say a little bit better, but no, it ended up being this time instead of it being a 6 and a 1, this time it was a 5 and a 2. So it was not better. It was exactly the same.
So, Layseth, you are able to basically fling yourself on top of Jane, covering her with your body and your wings, completely protecting her from this thing. And Elliot, as you are moving to try and help as well, this creature looks at you and tilts its head a little bit. And you hear that chuffing laugh again in your head, Lyseth. And this time there's words. You protect the offspring well. I'll take this one. And dives into Elliot. And then it's gone. And Elliot with it. And the dreamscape fades around you. Dropping you back into the cabin in the middle of Bear Creek, Alaska. You're all standing around the bed where Elliot was sleeping. And his heart hasn't exploded. But when you put your hand over his face, he's not breathing. And his body is a slab of ice in the shape of a human. But the creature is gone. Defeated, driven off, routed, at least for now.
Are you all right?
Silas.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I don't ask, you don't know.
He looks dead.
Well, yes, but so do I, and I'm still here.
I
can't hear you, Jeremy.
So that's a good point, actually. I called the ambulance on this guy 3 times.
Okay, good looking a fucking ambulance.
It's just poor circulation. That's what it is.
Not here.
Oh, you mean to? I thought you meant you called an ambulance for Elliot. I was like, I don't know.
Oh, hell no, for Silas. Half the time I check in on him, I think he's dead.
I'm just... Well, I can see why you would think that. I'm just merely in a trance. Astrally projecting.
Yeah, okay. Haven't you ever heard of lotion? I mean, Christ.
Well, yes, but I usually apply it for ritualistic purposes.
You look like a damn Florida alligator.
While they're doing this, Lyseth is just gonna... She's sure it's not gonna work, but she's gonna try and lay on hands.
Sure. You are gathering, of course, this divine energy around your hands and placing them on Elliot's body. The soul is gone. Like, he isn't just dead. You might be able to do something about dead. He's gone.
We're incomplete. We are not whole. Please show mercy and restore our soul.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to restore his soul via magical means, but I really just did it so I could have an excuse to say arsehole.
Because that is what you are, my friend.
Oh, by the way, that's a 12.
I think that'd probably be big magic.
Yeah, that would have to be.
It sounds good.
It sounds great, and you even are able to pull with that roll. You're able to, like, the northern lights dance in the room briefly, and they bring with them a sense of comfort, maybe the sense that the rift is closed.
Well, shit. I'm sorry, I don't think there's anything more that I can do.
No, he is gone. I'm sorry.
Weather's original. I'm sorry, I feel so frightfully awkward.
Yep.
I'll give you all a moment. I'm sorry I barely know the fellow. I shall leave you to your grief. And Silas just retreats to give them all a private moment with the friend who they knew a lot better than he did.
There's not. I guess we need to take him home.
Yeah, at least his chest wasn't spread open like the other victims. How do you explain that to a pilot?
I guess Silas probably will have been going off to make arrangements with our host with regards to
Make arrangements?
Come on, credit me with some decorum with
No.
with repatriating his body and so on.
Sure.
Because he's much more impersonally attached.
Layseth was actually going to just take care of that.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
Just
all
poof.
right.
Because we've discovered that once a person is no longer inhabited by a soul, they don't hinder her travel.
They don't cost anything to move.
So you can just fucking floop around my body as much as you want.
I'll be gentle with it.
It's an
You
object
are our
now.
friend.
Sabai said we could just leave Elliot here for an Elliot sickle.
Oh no.
Casey tree for bears.
Elliot was our friend. Our good friend.
Yeah.
Well.
Very good friend, yeah.
That's a happy
What
note.
are we going to tell his parents? He was eaten by a moose?
No, we're gonna put him in his bed and make it look like it was natural causes.
Jesus Christ!
You know, we
You
probably
were a part
are.
of our throuple.
I'm just saying. At some point, when all of this is happening, it doesn't look like he was torn open. It looks like he passed away to sleep. If you slip him into his bed, no one's gonna ask questions.
I'm just going to stop
She's
asking
not
questions
wrong.
immediately. And yes, I'm going to try and find some answers to those questions at the bottom of this bottle of whiskey.
And as Silas begins hunting for said answers, Layseth, do you bamf back to New York with
Yeah.
Left
Puppy.
Oh dear, doggo.
Yeah, someone
timing.
wants to go outside, so.
So you take Elliot's body back, and do you follow through on putting it into his bed? Natural
Yeah.
causes?
Yeah.
All right. So you do so. You're able to essentially lay him to rest in his apartment. Does he have an apartment?
I live in Richard's apartments, yes. No, I do not. No, I don't.
That's
I
why
would
you
never be
died. You
found.
froze to death.
I would never be found.
You're right.
It's true. So yeah, you're able to lay his body to rest in his bed in his apartment, and everyone is able to make their way home. Layseth, your superiors let you know that while the creature was not destroyed, it is a creature of primal instinct and the base hunting, and it was badly injured. So your superiors tell you that mission accomplished. The creature has been driven off and won't call others of its kind to here.
Oh, well, that is excellent to know that could have been an option. Thank you for telling me ahead of time.
We told you it was world ending. You didn't need to know the particulars.
True. Well. Well then.
And I think that's where we're going to wrap this one shot up.
Definitely.
With the continuity set into place appropriately, as I discussed with Danny and DB.
Thank you.
I'm glad the three of you knew what was going on.
So did Adam, because I told him, well, now I can say it. Elliot was supposed to die here. That's part of the story.
Mission.
I knew that I couldn't remember specifically who died, but I knew that somebody did on this mission. Oh, doggy.
Sorry, she really wants me to let her outside.
also-
But
Danny, we can
Danny's
plug
got-
your stuff,
Danny's got
Danny.
dog mom thing to do.
Yeah, we can plug
Yeah,
your
plug
stuff,
your
Danny.
Okay,
Or if you, yeah, if you got time, yeah, go ahead.
I'm Danny. You find me here. I'm on That's Pretty Crafty and Roll for Weird, and I have a sad puppy. And
Aw.
I'm going to go let her out. And while I'm letting her out, I'm going to grab the cake. So,
Okay, yeah, cool.
thanks, guys. This was fun.
Love you.
Yay.
Love you.
See you soon.
Yeah, we'll go around and leave me for last so I can talk a little bit extra life. DB?
Hello, yes, I am Dragonbait. You've seen me several times today.
And last night.
And last night. You could find me at the Nerd Asylum. You could find me here as usually the keeper for Roll for Weird. And you could find me at 20 Sided Adventures and also on That's Pretty Crafty, which you'll see me in like 10 minutes again.
We'll go down to Tiana.
Sure. Hi, I'm Tiana. I was the keeper today. I hope I didn't muff it up too badly. You can find me here on Roll for Weird, where I usually play the spellslinger Misty Charlotte Palladino. And I am most commonly found over on Quest and Chaos, twitch.tv/Quest and Chaos, where we play Dungeons and Dragons. We play Call of Cthulhu. I am the editor, producer, and a player on the Redacted Reports, a Delta Green actual play podcast. We will be starting season 2 on Wednesday, which I am very excited about. Brand new handler, guest player, and we're going to freaking Yuma, Arizona in the middle of June.
Probably pretty hot.
Someone hates me.
Probably pretty hot there. It's a little bit
gets-
different from Alaska in December.
Why do you think I chose Alaska in December? I needed a mental break from 115 degrees. So yeah, that's me. I'm on Twitter at Vanna1895. I periodically tweet about TTRPGs and the things that I'm working on. So come and hang out.
We'll drop down to Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy.
My
and
goodness,
And that was
Shadow.
that was Shadow for a second there.
Yeah,
Hey, where is she?
So normally you can find me playing Shadow on Roll for Weird. You can also find me on Dice Talk on Tarandu. You can find me on Shiver. You can find me on Eclipse, and you can find me basically all over the Majestic Goose Network.
And we'll scooch on over to Gerundu.
Yeah, you can find me spreading my tentacles throughout the variety of media that the Majestic Goose Network puts out. I am Silas Lancaster, the erotically inclined vampire, usually in this production. You can find me on Shitty Cowboys, Jambalaya Pendergrass, as you may have seen earlier in the stream today. Usually we ain't playing Red Dead Online, though. We're just playing Dungeons and Dragons. And also you can find me, as Jeremy says, as the other half of Dice Talk. That's my real voice. Hello.
Are you sure?
I sometimes forget. Yeah. This is why I sound like in normal
I
conversation.
picture you talking to Gabby every once in a while, and you like forget that you're supposed to be Gerundu, and you'll like come at her with like a jambalaya or a Silas.
Yeah, she doesn't like it when I talk like jambalaya. What else? Oh, you can find me on Alternate Mondays live right here on this very channel with as Flex Crystal on Modus Bloodsport Arena. I think that's about it for now. Obviously, next up, you can see me grilling Adam about the Underdark on Lauren Paul, which he now has to cram for.
Oh, yeah. So, yep, I'm Adam DeWeese. You can find me on Majestic Goose Network. But, so, everybody, we are now about $412 away from our goal of $3,000. We have got one last event. So this last event is going to be a live episode of Lore and Pour. If you have not ever listened to Lore and Pour, it is drunk history meets D&D lore, where I usually have a different guest on every week. They get their topic 30 minutes prior. We both get drunk, and then they can maybe sometimes study their topic beforehand, or maybe not. And maybe we'll just hang out for that 30 minutes. And then afterwards, we treat them as if they are the absolute expert on the field. And whatever questions I ask, whatever the answers they give me, it is as if it is 100% true canon. So this is going to be our first time we have recorded it live, and not only that, I am going to be the interviewee, and Durundu is going to be grilling me about the Underdark. So we're going to cut it to DB and Danny for something that's pretty crafty, while I take maybe not the full 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes for them to finish up Danny's cake, show off DB's shoes. I don't think DB finished the shoes, but show off the progress. I've seen some progress on the shoes. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Both the That's Pretty Crafty and the Roll for Weird, or the Roll for, we just did Roll for Weird.
We just did that.
Shall we do it again?
Let's rerun it where I don't die this time, please. No,
I killed your character this time. I'm coming for Dick next.
Yeah. But yeah. So seriously,
I know what I said.
Yeah, you do.
Stay tuned. If we hit our $3,000 goal, we are going to open the questions up to chat for me, me, about the Underdark. So we are at $412 away. It's not that far. So please do. Yes, we are going to go over 24 hours. We're probably going to hit about 24 and a half hours. That's just how we fucking do it.
That's just how we roll.
So stay tuned. I'm going to cut it over to That's Pretty Crafty here in like 30 seconds. So Danny and DB, if you need to take a break.
Yeah, that's fine. Remember to stop your recordings.
Everybody stop your recordings. Good call, DB.
Yeah.
Good fucking call.
Yeah,
I'm going to need to record next anyway, so yeah, definitely need to do that.
Oh yeah, I need to save that.
And make sure it's exported too.
Which means I also need to end this. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to cut over to That's Pretty Crafty, and we will talk to you all very soon. Thanks everybody for all the donations, and keep them coming because I want to answer some chat questions. Bye everybody.
See you soon.